All right. We will see when this is live very shortly. Whew. It's been a while since I did one of these. Oh, privacy unlisted. No, that's not right. We gotta fix that. That's gotta be public for the people. There we go. Alright, let me real quick just get this sent to the various Discord servers where people might want to know about this. And we will be on our way. Ba-da-ba. How many places do I need to share this thing? I always forget. Because, you know, there's so many places where it's like, yeah. So many wonderful people that I want to share the art with. Hello, Bernie! Good to see you, honey. How you doing? Okay, I think... Do I want to put it in this one? I think I want to put it in this one. It's also like everybody's got their own, you know, self-promotion channels, and it's like, navigating to find all of those right as the stream is starting, because heaven forbid I remember to do one of those links. It's not even just not remembering, I just, oh man. Man. It's never worked whenever I set one of those up, so it's like, I don't trust that. Nope. I think we've... Have we covered everyone? There's one more. One more I need to double check on. Yeah, I think that's good. All right. And Meta, hello. Good to see you. Bernie, I am doing well today. I'm actually very energized right now, which surprises me a lot. I didn't expect to be. Man. But no, I was up last night just getting really into it with some friends, just talking about things, and it's like, it's so good. All right. We're going to send this to Twitter. Okay. so we've sent it to Twitter. Um, we sent it to Tumblr earlier. I just linked to my live page, admittedly. Which, smart. Actually, let's make sure it's showing up on my live page properly, just while we're here waiting for people to filter in. Hey, it is! Goody goody. I'm glad that's working the way it's supposed to. Thank you, Meta. Thank you, Bernie. I appreciate y'all spreading the word. Hey, how's it hanging, clown? You're the clown here, Stormer. We both know it to be true. Oh my god. Ellie! Don't overdo it, honey. Oh my gosh. It's so good to see you. Oh, man. All right, there are 2 more places I want to put this. Hang on. I'm going to put this on my co-host. Because, I never put anything on my co-host, but hey, today we can put something on our co-host. Alright, yay. Links are working properly. Holy cow. Maybe we could put it on Blue Sky just as a treat, and then just Instagram, and then we're good. I really gotta come up with a better process to automate this. You had to channel your inner Lancer. Well, good. We love your inner Lancer. He's so good. Gosh. When I tell people that I have voiced in a video alongside CG5 as Lancer, like, people are like, that happened? And I'm like, yeah. I don't know CG5 personally, but, like, that was an experience. Alright, I should probably actually use the YouTube community post. That would be smart. Oh my gosh. Too many social medias, not enough time. Where is my community tab? Like, I know where it is, but heaven forbid. Yeah. I mean, actually, what is my Blue Sky? I've forgotten. Oh, you found it. Never mind. I don't need to say it out loud. But it's Kat Alyst's stage over at Blue Sky. In case any of you are looking for me there. I'm pretty sure it's on my Linktree, but a lot of people don't know I have a Linktree or look at my Linktree, so that's a thing. For anybody who was curious about that. Let me just throw this over on Instagram so that the good people of the Instantgram know what's up. Okay, can I copy on my phone, please? Thank you very much. Oh my god. You're very sweet, Bernie, but I'm actually pretty small potatoes, all things considered, Like, I'm not one of those, like, big popular voice actors, unless you're, like, in the Sonic fandom and you know me as Rouge the Bat. Like, so many people these days have come my way and been like, oh my god, you're Rouge from Adrenaline Dubs, and I'm like, yeah, I am, actually. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed my work. Yeah, no, it's a fun time. Well, yeah, that would require me to audition for bigger things than I have. Like, we'll get there. But I'm happy with what I do. I enjoy being a part of the communities that I'm a part of. I enjoy doing the fan stuff, and one day we're going to do more original stuff too, and that's going to be so much fun. Oh man. But for now, we're happy where we are. Almost there. Let me just throw this up on Instagram. And then, oh, by the way, how's the volume for you guys? I'm talking a bit louder than normal just because I'm alone. For the first time, I am not in the house with other people. So that's kind of exciting. So I can be as loud as I want, and I'm not bothering anybody except those of you that choose to come here, which is fantastic. Okay, we're going to share that, and have I kept up? Okay, the volume sounds loud but proud. Oh my god. If I do need to, like, tone it down a little, do let me know. I am happy to do that. Okay, we have volume's a little low. What? Y'all. Here, let me. Yeah, I've got it turned all the way up. Holy cow. This is just. I don't know if this is just the nature of my mic or if there's other settings I need to look into. Actually, hang on a second. Let me know how that is, if that's better or worse. I gotta mess with the actual physical knobs on my mic more. I'm afraid to, though. Have I kept up with all the latest Sonic news? I'm not big on keeping up with Sonic news these days. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm not big on keeping up with Sonic news, but I am aware of what's going on in terms of Sonic X Shadow, and I'm aware that, we got a teaser for the new movie. Really excited about Sonic X Shadow Generations. That's gonna be so much fun. Like, the Shadow fans are eating well this year. Heck yeah. We love that for them. That's gonna be fantastic. Hey, Aiden! Good to see you, my dude. How's it going? Hope you're doing well, amigo. Actually, wait, I just thought of one more place where I want to put this thing. Hang on. It never ends. The self-promoting. It just never ends. Where is your server? Where is your server? Because I appreciate you very much. There we go. And there we go. Ah, very nice. Yeah, we're getting into convention season, aren't we? Oh my gosh. I hope you have so much thing. Well, we don't know that yet. We don't know it's gonna get if it's gonna get delisted. It has. I thought it was only in some countries that it got delisted, not all of them yet. I don't know what's going on with that, but I hope that it gets better. Actually, I should probably lotion up before I go and start drawing here, because my hands are getting a little dry. Ugh. So, as usual, if you got... I don't think there's anything here. Oh my gosh! The Queen! Lily! Hello, darling. Lovely to see you. How you doing? Yeah, so this is everybody's reminder. Go get yourself a beverage as we're starting up here. Go hydrate. Go stretch. Go use the bathroom if you must. We are here to draw and have fun and just be chill together. So it's gonna be a good time. Ugh. This week has been nuts. Holy cow. Like, in terms of announcements we've been getting, in terms of fandoms, in terms of personal stuff, it is a lot. I mean, I'm home not alone for the week, but my mom is having fun. She's going on her very first cruise. My mom's never been on a cruise before. So she's headed out and having fun with my grandma and her lady friends. And I am here watching my little brother, except for today because my sister and brother-in-law, thank you, you were incredibly awesome, are taking care of him. And they're going to go play Pokemon Go and have a good time, and it's great. So I am here free to celebrate my art anniversary the day before, because tomorrow is going to be busy. But today, I get to spend it with you guys, and it's going to be awesome. We're going to be doodling all the self-indulgent stuff. It's so good. Also, thank you. 14 years since I started my very first sketchbook. Can you believe that? It feels so long ago. I was like a cute little 7th grader just chilling out one evening, and it just happened, and man, I have a lot of feelings about that. How has it been 14 years? What? Pretty nutty, isn't it? Yeah. Hydrate or dihydrate, yeah. Noah! Hello, Noah! Good to see you! Ah, man. Yes! Oh, we are so happy for our good friend, the Friendly Introvert, who got her very first print for Aaron Lane, showcased and now available to purchase over on Streamily/Bendy. Or Streamily.com/Bendy. Let's do that right. Yeah, no, it's... Oh my gosh. Very happy for her. I'm so glad she had the courage to go and kick some serious butt with that. Friendly, you're amazing, and we love you! And someone can clip that and send it to her and tell her I said so! I love you, Friendly! Ah! Apologies, I am very hyper today, so we'll see how much that continues throughout the stream. Alright, Lily, it's never too late to start. I mean, I only know when I started my first sketchbook because, like, I wrote it down. This is why I date my work. I love being able to look back and measure how much progress I've had. It feels good. Yeah, time flies when you're having fun, yeah. AJ! Dolly! Oh my gosh! It's so good to see you guys! Hello, hello! Yes, Friendly's reaction was beautiful. That was fantastic. We get so many people from so many different spaces that I love in here. It's fantastic. This is exactly what we were hoping for. Okay, so actually, because we're here, let me see if I can show you a thing real quick. So, I say that I started my sketchbook 14 years ago as of tomorrow, but do you guys want to see my very first drawing in that sketchbook? Oh, I've been good. Just, been a busy week. I mean, like, look, we started this week off with the love stream, and it was a really long love stream that was full of a lot of good things over in the Bendy side of my life. We have all this stuff with my family going on. We've got, oh man, there's just so much, but man, it's a good time. Thank you, Lily, you're the best. Not that she needs a clip to know that I love her. I tease her every day, but like, you know, we love you, Friendly. Oh, man. So, yeah. Okay, Dolly, you said yes, that's good enough for me. So, let's pull up my very first drawing. I'm just gonna drag and drop it into clip. So you guys are gonna see what a massive amount of improvement there has been since 2010. Hi. So, yeah. This was the start of my first sketchbook back in 2010. How crazy is that? Like, honest to goodness. Like, I even wrote what time it was done. I don't do that anymore. I don't need to know. But yeah, no, you compare that to, like, the most recent thing I've done, which would be... Let me pull up my folder here. Okay, 2024. Man, I mean, most recent sketchy thing I've done is this piece with Bella and Richard, which was a lot of fun. I love this piece so much. Like, you can tell a lot... Oh, don't do that. I swear I did not mean to just scribble on you, Richard. I apologize. Yeah. It is wild. I mean, and this is just, like, sketchy stuff. Like, I've gotten better at doing fully formed illustrative stuff, you know, by a lot. We're gonna break my computer for a second and pull up Orin because... we're actually gonna close Bella out for a second. Do not save because we didn't change it. Yeah, so, like, this was the last fully rendered illustration I've done so far. Which, by the way, I've done fully rendered illustrations to start off this year in the first month. I'm sorry. I've never done that. I take a lot of pride in my art, but because I dabble in so many different art forms, it is tough to manage. It is so tough. So tough to manage. Yeah, balancing my time between all of them, between the dolls, between the voice acting, between singing, between art. Well, I shouldn't be saying between. Between is between two things. I should be saying among or amongst. But, you know, with all of these things, I dabble in so many different art forms. It's like I never have enough time for all of them. And I love them so much. And also, I'm helping other people with their art forms. That's a majority of my voice acting. And it's like, I love that I get to be a part of so many great projects with so many great people. It's great. But I also like just getting back and doing my own thing. Like, drawing Orin here for the tarot card collab that my Nutcracker friends were doing. This was a great time. I had so much fun. Oh my gosh. Aw, thanks, Bernie. You're the best. I love you. Oh man, I love what I do, and it is good. Hopefully that is actually, I want to go to 2023 and I want to pull up Dustin because today we are going to be self-indulgent and draw a lot of beautiful things. Specifically, I would like to draw some OCs today. I like OCs. OCs are fun. Okay, we're going to pull up Dustin. I think I want to draw this guy. We're going to think about it, though. Thank you. But yeah, no, we've come a long way since we drew Hearts here. This is Hearts, by the way. She is one of my very early Sonic OCs. She was like, she's not a Sunay's fan child, but I can see why people might mistake her for one. Because, like, she's absolutely a baby blue hedgehog with pyrokinesis, because, yes. Nowadays, she is not that. Actually, let me pull up... What is the last image I did of her? I'm pretty sure I did... The last time I drew her was on February 4th of last year. Because I love Hearts. She is such a sweetie. Yep, there she is. So let me pull her up real quick. Aw, thank you. Dolly, you should. You should. Go have fun. Go dabble in all the art forms. It doesn't matter if you're good at it, bad at it, whatever. Go make art for the sake of having a good time. Like, that's what it's all about. Art is about creative expression in whatever way you deem best. And that is something I will encourage all of you in this chat to do. Go out there, live your dreams, have fun with it. And don't be afraid to suck. Because if you're afraid to suck, you never do anything. And that is the bane of my existence. Oh my gosh. Listen, Ellie, I will encourage you. I am enabling you to draw those Lego OCs. You deserve to draw the Lego OCs. Oh my god. Hello, Steve! Oh, it's so good to see you! Ah! But yeah, no, we are pumped up and ready for all the things. Oh, I'm gonna knock the mic a million times. I love my boom arm, but holy cow. You better, Bernie. Go rock on! Alright. So, I mean, I guess we could warm up with Hearts. That could be fun. No! That is not shown in Cringe Cephalopunk. An artist will always be an artist, no matter your skill level, and wear it proudly. It's true. It is absolutely true. Like, go out there and create. That's what we do. This is what we live for. Okay, so this is a very blank white screen. I am real quick gonna turn it to a nice sage green. I know you're expecting pink, because I'm very pink. But sometimes you just need a cool sagey green to really, man, that's a little more blue. Let's go with it. I like that as a nice relaxing color to look at. Aren't you relaxed? This is like the color of my kitchen. Love this color. So what are we going to draw today? Well, first, time to play Where is My Artist Pen? The answer is it is right next to my water bottle where it's always supposed to be. But, you know, sometimes it's not there. And this is where... Hey, my pen pressure's working. Congratulations, we have overcome the first hurdle of the stream. Our technology works. We're sort of half an hour in. I meant to start sooner. It's just, technology, you know how it is. It's all working as it's supposed to. It's great. Oh, man. So, who do we start with? So, full disclosure, if you have never been to one of my streams before, we ramble, we tell stories, we occasionally sing, because we can. There will probably be some of that today. Mostly because I'm in the house alone. So I'm not bothering anybody by belting at the top of my lungs. That said, I do not play music on my streams like that you guys can hear. You just have to deal with my voice. I'm so sorry. But I do encourage you to go and play your own music that's, that chill lo-fi, whatever you like. Because music makes the world go round. Oh, I don't think you're gonna enjoy these songs, Steve. I have been, I'm not gonna be getting into that, but, I've been enjoying some a little bit more raunchy than normal. At least in terms of my usual taste. So, oh man. But yeah. Actually, I am going to turn on a playlist on my phone in my earbud so that there is no risk of y'all hearing that. There's no copyright strikes from YouTube today, baby. No. Well, I say raunchy, but it's mostly Has-Been Hotel stuff. And by the way, per my normal rules down in the description, if you haven't been here before, please do read my rules. I cannot talk about Has-Been Hotel in terms of like all the spoilers that are going around, so please no Has-Been Hotel spoilers or anything that's been released within the last month. Like, my cutoff is like 2 months before I'm allowed to talk about spoilers with things here. So, yeah. We don't want to ruin it for the people that have not seen stuff yet. Elsa, hello! Oh, it is good to see you. Oh, man. Yeah, no Has-Been Hotel spoilers. Listen, I don't have Prime, and I don't ever want to have Prime, so I can't watch it. But, like, I've seen the clips circulating. It's good. It's really fun. At least what I've seen is fun. I can't vouch for the entirety of it. But yeah. No, life is going good. Also, been really into the you guys, any of you into Epic the Musical these days? That's fun. Oh my gosh. I love Epic. I especially love the Ocean Saga that just came out with all the Poseidon related music. Oh, it's so good. Like, just, I'm dying over Storm and Ruthlessness. Just, they're killing me. Okay. But now I'm going for my degree. Alright. Also haven't done this without a host in a while, but that's okay. Because Discord does not like me streaming. So that is very closed right now. Also, oh my god. You know, I haven't seen the movie Epic by Blue Sky, but that sounds cool. Actually, was that even released in the end? I know there were a ton of things by Blue Sky Studios that just never came out. Yeah, Yes! Oh my gosh. So, yeah, no, that is a really exciting thing. Bendy is gonna be how many years old at this point? It was released in 2017. I'm gonna let you guys do that math. But yeah, Bendy's anniversary is coming up on the 10th of this month, which also happens to be my good friend Zango's birthday, so that's kind of cool. Really excited for that. I don't know if they're gonna do anything. How is it 7 years old? I feel old. I got into Bendy right as I was ending college. It was, oh, stop it, you. I did not click on you. Sorry. There's this thing on my computer, Copilot. No idea where it is, but it came in a recent update, and it's just like, for some reason, it just decides to randomly open whenever I'm in Clip. Not other programs, just Clip. It's like, I'm sick of it. Go away. I should probably look into getting rid of it. If there's a way to. You know how it is. Sometimes with these updates, they give you things you can't get rid of, and I hate it. Yeah, but Bendy's gonna be 7. Ah! What? Okay, a little higher cheekbone on this side. Dustin, I love you, baby. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. Cephalopunk, I feel you. I am into a wide variety of music artists, and they all go in a playlist together. But, like, so full disclosure, I have this one playlist on my phone that's just labeled Bendy, but it's not even just Bendy songs. Like, it's mostly nerdcore, but there are some things that just give me Bendy vibes that I put in there. Admittedly, the Ocean Saga is in there because it's like, ooh, I have thoughts about that. And I guess I could talk about some of that here, because I had a really interesting interaction lately. Oh, Aiden, do it. Have fun. Go create. Go have a good time. Yeah. So, what are words? I clearly am not warmed up. Holy cow. Also, like, all my clip brushes just went away because I switched computers. Um, but even before I went away, I had a glitch where it's like I had to do something with clip and I lost all my brushes, so I've slowly been getting them back and just... Oh, I've been using the wrong pencil tool! Actually, you know what? No. I think I like the mechanical pencil. We're gonna go with that today. Hey, Bella! Thank you so much! It's good to see you! Had you just killed my son? But no! Gotta Bartleby come out at some point, my god. Where was I going? My train of thought is all over the place. Oh, I was talking about playlists. So, what are words? So in terms of playlists, like, so because I had Ruthlessness on there, I was talking to some friends about how I associate it with a variety of things in Bendy, and it's like one of the things that was really funny about it. It's 5 o'clock shadow. Oh my god. A song with a different volume came on for a sec. Whoop. How do I go about describing this? So, I have a lot of different associations for Ruthlessness. I think it's a very Joey and Henry song in some ways, and I feel like there's a lot of songs that I attribute to Joey and Henry, particularly the Zeus song from Epic, Thunderbringer. It's absolutely rancid. Joey's vibes are extremely rancid, and I love it. Um, Sorry, Dave. If you're here in any capacity, I'm so sorry you had to hear that. But like the really evil parts of Joey Drew, not memory Joey, just like, actual, well, not actual, but like, human Joey Drew when he was being his worst self. That's what Thunderbringer gives me the vibes of. But also the song Monster. Um God, the song Monster. That is very much a Henry song for me, and I'm glad I'm not the only one, because you've got Mayfic over there, who is one of the Call of Cthulhu people, who does that, like, that Bendy Call of Cthulhu campaign with a number of friends. Like, Maeve has an amazing Henry. I love Maeve's Henry. And, there was some art that Chaz from Ink Demon Apologist did of Henry with some of those lyrics, and it killed me. I am so glad I'm not the only one who sees it. The vision is understood. I love it so much. But I also kind of have Ruthlessness associated with my OC Bella and Audrey, and it led to this really interesting thing where it's like, man, Audrey sure doesn't suffer a lot of consequences that she caused within Bat DR. Yeah. Do I listen to Of Monster and Men? I don't think I've heard that one yet. I haven't heard every Epic song. But Noah, I'll have to look for that. Thank you. Of course you heard the name of the queen. Oh my god. I always thought about getting back into Bendy. I remember being super into it. Oh man. You know what? Wait, you share a birthday with Dark Revival? Your birthday's November 15th? Holy cow. Good for you. I mean, man, Dolly, if you ever want to get into it, grab me. I will blab about it for hours. The glitches. Hello. I don't think I recognize your username, but it is lovely to have you here. Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh my gosh, your birthday's February 10th. Happy early birthday, Dolly! Oh my gosh, I hope you have such a fun time and get to do something that you love. Yes. God, I can't believe my own birthday is like next month. Holy what? Yeah, so funny story. So my birthday's at the end of March. And one of the things about that is occasionally my birthday falls during holy days of obligation within the Catholic Church. And I'm Catholic, in case you didn't know. I don't talk about it a ton because I don't feel the need to. But so my birthday this year is on Good Friday, which means Uh, I'm required to fast, which means one, I have to be meatless, and two, just nothing more than like your basic meals the whole day. No snacking, no dessert, no nothing. So, yeah, that's a thing. So, as you know, my other day for streaming is once a year on my birthday. So, I don't know. I don't know when I'm gonna do it. If that's gonna be Saturday, if that's gonna be Friday, I don't know. But we will be streaming, and I will be spending time with you guys, hopefully, as long as everything, works as it's supposed to. Oh my god, Rest in Ink just came on. That's my favorite Boris and the Dark Survivals fan song. It's so good. Oh my god. When MJ died, is that a Spider-Man reference? I'm gonna be real with you. I've never seen like a Spider-Man movie. I watched Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends on Jetix when I was a child, and that's the extent of my knowledge. Let me see. Yeah. Oh yeah. Happy upcoming birthday to you, Ellie. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because you and I are a couple days apart, so you're on Easter this year. I will be on Easter when I'm like sometime in my 40s. I've never had my birthday on Easter before. The day before and Good Friday, yes, but never on Easter. But when I'm in my 40s, or maybe my 50s, I don't know. But one of the two. That's a thing to think about. Man. Oh, Michael Jackson. Oh, that MJ. Listen, there's so many MJs. You need to specify with me. Yeah, yeah, Wrestling Inc. is so good. Also, hello, Friendly. It is so good to see you. We are doing well. We're doodling. How about you? Yeah, so no birthday cake for me. It depends. I don't know if I will be having birthday cake on my actual birthday or the day after. But there will be birthday cake. But at what day it will happen, I don't know. I really shouldn't worry about your eyebrows so much, Dustin. I'm so sorry. He has to indulge me with my silly fantasy ears. I love this guy. Yeah. Yeah, man. Is this the second time it's going to be on Easter? Man, Ellie. Holy cow. Good for you. Well, maybe not. I don't know if you like Easter or not, so I can't say that. But I hope you have a good time. I hope you get to do something you enjoy. Because that's what birthdays are about. Oh, man. Aw, excellent. Have fun shopping. That'll be good. Yeah. But actually, so fun fact, yeah, how do you even know if I like chocolate cake, Bernie? Wait a second. So actually, I am not a big cake person, surprisingly enough. For my birthday, my mother is the best because she has homemade my birthday cake for all the years of my life. She is a really good baker. My mom, just round of applause for my mother. We love her. She makes the best flourless chocolate torte. So like, like a cheesecake is a torte. It's not the same as a cake. It's creamier, it's richer. It's really good. It's really, really good. And it's just like the one that she makes in particular. The recipe comes with a raspberry like what is it? A raspberry like drizzle. I don't really care for that part, so we kind of skip that, but I'm not a big fruit dessert person. How about you guys? When you like dessert, are you like more chocolate, more cookie, more that kind of thing, or is it more like you're into like the cobblers and the pies and stuff? Because like for me, I have the one exception that's apple crisp. I like apple crisp, especially if it's apple crisp a la mode, just like with a little bit of vanilla ice cream. Mwah, beautiful, love it. But like I don't like most fruit-based desserts. So if I decline, it's not an insult. I promise. Your cooking and baking is probably great, but I don't like it. Oh yeah, no, Cephalopunk, I am very particular about icing and frosting. My mom has this one buttercream recipe that's really good, but like anything less than that I have a hard time with. I'm a bit of a dessert snob. Oh, I haven't heard this song in a while. Oh, ice cream is amazing. My mom makes this back when my dad was still with us, she would make him a homemade gelato cake for his birthday. So it would like, and she'd go to the trouble to like get the special crunchies for it too. It was it was so good. Thank you so much, Elsa. Also, to answer your earlier question, I'm doing great. I'm surrounded by love. And that's all I can ask for on a day like today. Holy cow. Lucky, hi! Good to see you! Oh, fruit-flavored thing. Yeah, no, Steve, I'm very much the same way. Fruit-flavored things, great. Oh, hey, it's good to see you at all, Lucky. Oh my gosh. Y'all are fantastic. Thank you for coming. Nah. Alright. I feel like I missed something in the chat. Let me scroll for a second. Yeah, we got cookie cake. We got all sorts of great dessert things happening. You guys are fantastic. Oh my god. Bernie. I don't know if I've told you guys this, but that is where my ancestry comes from. Like, a lot of my ancestors were immigrated from Italy and Poland. So, like, you don't see it a lot. Aww. Oh, Lily sent that your way. She's the best. Love you, friendly. Your mouth is way too big, sweetie. Italian, my favorite place. I know, it's my favorite place too. Oh my gosh. Your face probably doesn't look great to me because we haven't put your glasses on yet. I forgot that I did these glasses this big and circular. I'm so sorry, Dustin. I'm never going to be able to draw these correctly. Like, I'm never going to be able to line these correctly, but you know what? Well, never say never. Never say never, Kat. You could. You could learn. All the love's girly. Aw, you're sweet. Yeah, gosh. Yeah, gelato does come from Italy, but like, oh man. So there's a lot of Italian cooking or Italian American cooking because like some of the things that we make here in the United States are because of, how culture evolved with the Italian Americans that came here. Like, so, stuff like pasta, well, certain kinds of pasta, like, that's us. It's like, that's a really, yeah, square faces, circle glasses. Yeah. Now, he is very angular. So, fun fact, I have not gotten into talking about my OCs yet, but just you wait. Dustin is very much Sammy Lawrence inspired. I don't know how obvious that is. Spaghetti, yeah. Now, spaghetti as we know it is very different from how it is in actual Italy. Oh god, we love food. Yeah, my parents went on a trip to Italy once to celebrate, like, I think 25 years of marriage. God, how long were my parents married for? I should know that, but I don't. Okay, noodles are different from pasta. Calling it a noodle distinctly means that it is made with eggs. And pasta, technically speaking, isn't. But there are lots of places where people use those terms interchangeably, so it's like it really has no meaning. And don't get me started on stuff like butter, okay? So I had a debate with my mother about butter around the holidays. So butter. Butter, by definition, is like made from products that, come from a cow. Like cow's milk, okay? So that you can make it as a spreadable thing for your food. Well, there are all these things that we call butter that are not butter. Like peanut butter. That's got no milk in it. Peanut butter is peanuts. And it's like... But then I was introduced to a new one. I didn't know this was a thing. Cookie butter. What the heck is cookie butter? I thought that it was butter that was specifically made for a specific type of cookie. But no! It's butter. It's not butter. It's cookies. It's cookies that are ground up into a spread that you put on things. And my mom needed it for this one vegan recipe for my brother-in-law, so it doesn't have butter in it. And I'm just like, what? Why aren't we calling it butter? Why aren't we calling it cookie spread or peanut spread? Like, why is it butter? It is by definition not butter. This really bothers me. Yeah, I've never had cookie butter before. It's very delicious, by the way. But it's just like we had it for this recipe that involves some Biscoff to make these Biscoff cupcakes, and the frosting for it involved the cookie butter. But it's not butter. Why are we calling it butter? I can't believe it's not a butter. Yeah, so why don't we just call it spread, though? Like, it should be called spread. The butter discourse is getting heated. No, that would melt it, Ellie. Oh my god. The butter discourse. If that's the hottest take that ever makes its way to my page, then I've done good. That we shouldn't call it cookie butter, we should call it cookie spread. Yeah, but this particular cookie spread was not made with butter, because it couldn't be, or at least not like typical, cow's milk butter. But, because then my brother-in-law couldn't eat it. My brother-in-law is the vegan in the family, and most of his family that I've met, at least, are also vegan. So it's like, it's a really interesting time cooking to include them, but it's actually not that hard. You just gotta be, thoughtful. Yeah, it's like those products that say, what, not butter? Yeah. To ourselves, what if I'm the monster? Oh, yes. He gets a little rye. Not rye, that's not the word I want, but a little slight smile, because... Actually, you know what? Thank you, MB! Welcome! It's so good to see you! Oh my gosh, how's one of my favorite cheeps doing? Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's creamy. Yeah, no. I can't believe we have butter discourse in my stream. This isn't discourse, by the way. Y'all are sweet. I love you. I'm gonna take my sweater off. I'm getting a little warm. Whew. Okay. So we're gonna talk about some OCs. I'm done with the butter. We're gonna talk about OCs. So this is Dustin. He is one of my fairy boys, which I don't have a lot. No, we're not calling it discourse if it's not actually discourse. That's rude. That is misleading, which was the whole point of the butter discourse, Steve. The whole point is that we're calling something butter that is not butter, and I have a problem with that. Oh, thinking of you again just came on. I love thinking of you again. Good Boris song. Very good Boris song. Man. Oh, that's been tilted the whole time. Hang on. There we are. Yeah. Oh, angel hair is great. My brother likes angel hair too. I think you two would enjoy each other's company. I say based on your pasta preference. I'm allowed to say silly things today. Oh, stop it. Computer, stop being a pain in my butt. Yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, you're also working on art? Yay! Enjoy the art! Yes, that is the whole point of the stream. We are here for chill doodle times with friends. And apparently butter discourse. Gosh. Yeah, so OC lore. Now, because you're not supposed to break it in half. It just, somebody took the time to make the pasta the shape and size that it is, and here you are changing it. And for what? Like, yeah, more surface area does mean that it cooks faster, which I guess if that's what you're after, go ahead. But I'm also gonna show up like a cryptid in the middle of your house at night and be like, hey, you broke the pasta. Now you will perish. Because you didn't save any for me. I want the pasta. Give me the pasta. Please. Please and thank you. Like, I don't actually think it's that big of a sin. And, you know, I may get excommunicated from the Italian community for this, but, like, I don't care. Cook in whatever way is convenient for you. Music lover, hello! Lovely to see you. Tantamount to heresy. Storm her. No. No heresy in my chat. Oh my god. Yeah, wow. Cats on my walls. Yes. Yes. If only. You know, listen, so, I don't know if you guys know this, but my persona is a little fairy gal, right? So, like, a lot of people, just because I am a fairy, okay, really like drawing me super tiny. And it's just like, I never said I was super tiny. You guys just interpreted that. So, you know, I've embraced it. But it's like, why do fairies have to be tiny? So I can live in your walls and steal your pasta. Yeah, let's give you more of a widow's peak, sweetie. Oh my god. Yeah, my friend Beth does it a lot, and I love it when she does it. Beth is fantastic. By the way, if you guys have not seen the stream that Beth and I did, talking about some of our thoughts on Bendy the Cage and other upcoming Bendy stuff, you should go to my playlist, live streams and guest star appearances, because that was a really fun stream to do, and I'm told we were very entertaining to watch. People came up to me after the fact and were like, you were so funny. Oh my god. So thank you. That was a good time. Yeah, no, I'm just a fairy girl living in a fairy world. Yeah. Oh my god. No, don't break your pasta to summon me. If you break your pasta to summon me, you might summon something much more dangerous, and that's not gonna be good. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh, Kawaii Jackie! Oh my gosh, it's good to see you. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? Katsuno is a proud 6'4". You know, it's funny. It's funny. I've built my first character that's really tall. I swear I'll get back to OC lore in a second, but I got a tangent about this. This is fun. Thank you, Steve. You were very sweet. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I don't actually know how tall my Sona is. I haven't decided. I don't know if she's like, you know, a tall girl like me. But, or if she's, you know, on the shorter side, because like, I feel like she's on the shorter side, shorter than I am. But it's like, but that's partially because like, I want to be short compared to my characters, and a lot of my characters are like my height or a little taller. Or a little shorter. Like, Orin is like 6 feet even, so he can be taller than me. He used to be like 5'8". Now he's 6 feet even, and we love him. I just want to like hide my face in his fluffy collar and give him a hug. Like, hi, I love you. Protect me. Strong snow boy, I love you. But yeah, no. Oh my gosh. What if I want to summon you for hugs? You gotta sing a song from a Barbie movie. Then I'll be summoned for hugs. Wait, you're as tall as Orin? What the heck, Steve? Excuse me. Yeah. Yeah, see, we have a lot in common, folks. Sometimes you just need to make an OC that is taller than you so they can cuddle you. This is just the way that it is. Does Barbie Girl count? I have no idea what you're talking about, Bernie. Oh man. Yeah. But like talking about the thing I was going to talk about. So a friend of mine has invited me to play a tabletop game. Now, I don't do a ton of tabletops anymore because I just don't have the capacity to knock myself out for multiple weekends at a time. It's just, that's a lot. But like, if you give me like one weekend a month or one shot, man, give me a one shot and I'm all over that. No, Cephalopunk. Shrimp check on behalf of you for the whole chat. Make sure you're not shrimping. Check your posture. Give yourself a little stretch. I'm gonna do a little stretch too. Practice what you preach. Also, hydration check. Make sure you're staying hydrated over there. It's really important to drink water. Or other beverages if you don't like water. Just drink something. Push the fluids. So I've been invited to a Bendy Call of Cthulhu campaign, and it's not the one that, like, you know, you're probably familiar with if you're in the fandom and you follow the one that's public. It's not that. It's a different one with different people. And, I've built a character for it. Her name is Dolly. Not spelled like you, Dolly. It's spelled like Dolly. And that's technically not her name, that's her nickname, because she works in the toy department. Her actual name is Doris Briars. And she does not go by Doris, because in a studio where one of your title characters is named Boris and Doris would get really confusing. So, so Dolly is a toy maker, and she's also a part-time voice actor for extras and, smaller characters on the show. And, she is gonna be roped into whatever shenanigans with everybody else. But the thing is, when I was rolling for my stats, because you have to build your character sheet, I got some really good numbers. My dice were very kind to me. And I decided, you know what? Because I rolled it, I'm gonna put 90 towards appearance. So my character is very tall and apparently attractive, which is very fitting. I've never played the flirtatious kind of character before, but like, I kind of want to this time. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Jaina. Oh my gosh. You should totally use some wholesome comfort character D&D art. That is the point of this stream. We are all arting together and having a good time. But if you're looking for poses, might I suggest adorkastock.com. I'm gonna spell it on stream for you real quick so you can copy that down, because actually, can I link it in the chat? Hang on. Let me see if I can do that, because I should be able to allow links. Because, in case you guys didn't know, I care very much about open source tools for artists. I have been a broke artist in college once. I want you guys to have all the benefits of my experience. So, adorkastock.com is a place where you can get all these poses for free that you are able to use for both commercial and non-commercial work. So if you are looking for great poses to draw art with, here you go. Have a link. You should have that. It's very important. In fact, I may be going back to that website later in the night so I can get poses if I need them. It's very good. So there you go. Oh, take care. Oh my gosh, have fun seeing Mean Girls, Elsa. I hope you enjoy. It was so good to see you. Take care. Okay, what about Venus from Tales of Annualia? She's kind of flirtatious. You know, listen, I've played flirtatious characters in voice acting, but not in, like, role-playing or improv stuff. Well, that's not true. I used to improv as Rouge the Bat for a YouTube channel, but we have not done that in years. I am so rusty. Oh my god. I mean, occasionally I'll do that on the Adrenaline Dub streams, but not a ton. Anywho, yeah, no, when I'm given a script and I'm told to be flirtatious, I will do it. But, oh, we switched the pen by accident. I mean, that's kind of nice, but no pen. Yee! Enjoy it. Yes, Snow Leopard Boy. Snow Leopard Boy! We love snow leopards. And boys. And snow leopard boys. That's cool. It's cool. Live your dreams. Yeah, but yeah, when I'm given a script to be flirtatious, that's easy. Like, that's second nature. I mean, I'm told I'm very accidentally flirtatious with people all the time, and they're like not sure what to do with me as a result. But it's like, you know. Yes, I have. Oh, that's been a while. That's been a while, Jaina. Oh my god. Yeah, no. That was fun. I enjoyed that. Art is complete. Gonna start on more in a mo. I'm assuming that's like short for moment. Go, MB! Be powerful! Thanks, Steve. You're very sweet. I try my best. Sometimes it works, sometimes it does not. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Nah, you good, you good. Listen, sometimes projects take time. I get it. I mean, I have an audio thing that I've been sitting on for more than a year at this point, and I really need to get back to it. No, that was not. That was a bra. There's a B in front of the RAR. Remember that. That is the Bowser energy. Okay. Why am I spending so long on Dustin here? God. Yeah. Also, you're welcome for the ref, Dali. Yes. Well, you're so here. I am here for hooking artists up with good references and good, you know, good tools. So if you guys ever have art questions and like you want to know where to get some tools for brushes for things, for programs that are open source, so that means free and legal to use for those of you who are not aware, good stuff. You want sound effects? I can hook you up with sound effects. Brars from the sheep and the worm, yes. Oh my god. So, one last tangent and then I will get back to OC lore, I swear. I swear this time. Yeah. No, it's all good. So, when I was a kid, so my sisters and I, when we had text-based games, I would not normally be in the player seat to, like, play the game. I was normally watching my middle sister play because she's the gamer, she's the one who's really good at it. She'd take notes from Let's Plays. Amazing, amazing girl. Love my sister. Both my sisters, really, they both kick butt. But this sister in particular, when we did text-based games, we would take turns doing voices for characters. And for Super Paper Mario, I was required to be the one to read for Bowser. So it would be like, Mario! How dare you enter my castle? And it's like, you know, it's... Obviously, I am not the most equipped voice actor to do Bowser, but she loved it, so I'll take it. I was also required to do Merlin for that one, and Merlin was like, oh man, I can't remember what Merlin's voice was, but at the end of every line, I was required to say, "Duh, my mustache!" And it was like, especially when she would go and hit, Merlin in the face with something, because of course she would. And it was like, oh man. Thank you. Yeah, listen. Y'all are sweet. I love you. Yes. Oh, man. Stitches, hello! I don't know which Stitches you are, but if you're the Stitches I know from the fan game scene, hello. It's good to see you, and if you're a different Stitches, it's still good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Thank you. Kat as gender-bent Bowser is something I never expected to hear, but now love. Thank you, Steve. Oh my god. Bernie, stop flattering me over there, you. Nah. I'm just a goofy little goober engaging in shenanigans. Artemis! Hello, kitty cat. My brethren, you better be good. And also mischievous. I love you, you little menace. Mwah! As someone who grew up not being allowed to have pets, like, I love other people's pets so much. Aww. Yeah, no, our anniversaries are great. Oh, man. Like, I'm so bad at keeping track of dates. So, the fact that I'm a goofy goober that we protect. Oh, Jaina, thank you. Oh, my gosh. So, I am... Okay, so this is specifically the anniversary of the day I started my very first sketchbook back in middle school. It was a very good time. So we already went over this earlier in the stream. For those who were not there, Here's my very first sketchbook drawing. I say sketchbook. This was my first. This is a journal, actually, because fun fact: before I was a visual artist, I was a writer, and I'm still a writer. I've been writing like since I could read, pretty much, and it's like, oh god, yeah, I love this character. But now, like last year, I drew her, and it turns out like this, and you could see, same character, totally different vibe. I love her so much. I love you, hearts. You're my baby. Uh, yeah, little pyrokinetic girl gonna go save the world. E. What's with the rock emoji next to Goofy Goober? What? That's amazing. So yeah, no, so I do a little something every year. Sometimes it's alone with myself, and this year it's on stream with you guys, where I go and draw something self-indulgent in order to celebrate, because that takes me back to my roots. Drawing is supposed to be fun. It doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be, the best art ever. It just needs to be. And I hope that all of you out there who are creating and having a good time remember that. Because, yeah, there are some things that you need to be really good. Like when you're commissioned, or, when you're making money off of your art, yeah. And when you're doing something you're really proud of course you want it to be good. But, like, it's not just about looking good. It's about feeling good. Art is creative expression. Art is supposed to be about enjoying yourself. And it's like, and sometimes you create something that resonates with somebody else, and that's beautiful. And I love that so much. Like, I know a lot of you that are in this chat today, and I've seen your work, and I've seen how much you've grown, and I'm so freaking happy for you. You're killing it. You're doing an amazing job. So go out there and just have fun with it. It's not a boulder, it's a rock. Okay. I think I gotta draw next to Dustin. I think we gotta draw some Manny, because I love my Manny. But real quick, let me check how much water I have left in the bottle here, because I feel like it's getting a little low. Ew. How did I manage that? Yep, that is empty. So I will be back real quick. I'm gonna write BRB on the screen for you. So be careful. This is a good moment for all of you if you want to take a quick bathroom break, if you want to refill your water, if you want to take some time, go ahead. Go ahead. MB, oh my gosh. Yes, your emotes. Oh, that's going to be so cool. Yes. Now, normally, I do not allow links in my stream, but MB, if you do want to link and you promise me that it's going to be thoughtful, please go ahead and put it in the chat. I would love for people to see your stuff. All right, I will be right back. Be safe. Stay hydrated. Where is my volume? Woo! Hello, we are back. Sorry about that. We got water. Life is good. I see a couple of you messaged me over on Discord. Thank you. I tend not to check my Discord too much during streams just for the sake of, like, again, like, on my phone, sure, but uh, on my computer, it just, the lag. Oh, sorry, Jaina. Yeah, so I'm not going to be showing anything just because the way my stream is configured, that's going to be really difficult. But when you post that officially, let me know. I will retweet. I will reblog. Like, oh my gosh, people deserve to see your beautiful art, people. My gosh. So yeah, hello, Kathy Liz Colon. Lovely to see you. I don't know what SWTB is, or SWTB. Um, hopefully that's not NSFW. Okay, so yeah. No, don't drop your paint water. That's unfortunate. Okay, so now that we're here, we're finally going to talk about Dustin. Now that I'm almost done drawing him. So this is Dustin. He is one of my characters for Equinox, and he's kind of not talked about all that much. So he is a Dust Keeper fairy, and we love that. So, and we're going to be drawing his dearly beloved here in a second. But Dustin is, so he's an interesting story because I've never done anything quite like him before. So for those of you who are unfamiliar, because I'm sure there are a number of you that are, I have an original story that I would like to make into a book one day, but we'll see if that happens. And that is the Chronicles of Equinox. So it's a bunch of stories about this fairy tale world, and it's kind of like where fairy tale characters end up after their stories have been told. They just kind of get whisked away to this magical world. And speaking of somebody who knows very much about Equinox, hello, Beth, my partner in crime. Good to see you. How you doing? We just got back from a water break, so I hope you're staying hydrated. Yeah, a little bit like Tinkerbell. We're going to get into that in a minute. Dustkeeper is a really interesting thing. So in my world, there are fairy tale characters, there are mice, or there are rodents of an unusual size. There are many interesting things to see and do. But one of the things that is really cool is there is dust magic. And it's not like... Sometimes it's fairy dust related, but not always. I actually need to figure out how fairies factor into this because it's not very obvious. But essentially, so there are living dolls in my world, because of course there are. I love dolls. I love dolls very, very much. If my, time as a doll customizer didn't make that obvious. So dolls have these magic gems that contain their souls and allow them to be alive. And because they are magical gemstones, of course they have magical properties, because, why not? So sometimes a doll will develop a magic that is very personal to them. It usually comes in a moment of great self-discovery or self-need, or not even self-need, like, just need in general. It's really interesting how it's manifested for a lot of the characters I've got, like Orin. So let me actually pull him up again, because I think that'll make this a little easier to explain, because you've actually seen me portray this fairly recently. Oh, no, don't open it that way. Open it this way. Okay, so going back to this image from earlier. So it's kind of hard to see in this image. Actually, we should probably pull up Lorraine. Let me pull up Lorraine, because she's the other doll that, and I think she actually exemplifies this better. So, hi, Lorraine. Oh, babe, I smile every time I look at her, and she's my phone background right now, because vertical images, they're good for that. So, as you can see, she's got this beautiful magic gemstone here, and you've got all this magic dust that comes from it. No, it's all good. It's all good, Beth. It is good to see you, regardless of how long or how frequent. You are fantastic. We love you. Yeah. So, Lorraine has this magic gemstone. All dolls have a magic gemstone, and from it they can cast various kinds of magic. And it's usually... Oh, why did it move up? What? Silly. Thank you. She is so silly. She is so pretty. She's so sparkle. I love her. So different dolls have their magic manifest in different ways. Lorraine's I'm still figuring out. She's kind of an outlier in everything, but Orin over here, he's a little easier to explain. So you see, I've built this Aurora Borealis thing going on with his magic dust. His magic is tied to, a moment where he had to save a group of people from an avalanche. And just in that moment of desperation, he was going through this really interesting conflict of, like, trying to figure out who he is now that he's no longer a part of the Royal Guard. Like, he left because he doesn't want that. And it's like, am I still worthy of calling myself a nutcracker when I am no longer a guardian of the people? And the answer is yes, Orin, you are. You are a nutcracker whether you like it or not. I love you. And it's like, hey, do I still fill this guardian role? And his magic has manifested in a way that he is able to manipulate snow and ice and wintry weather. So that includes, eventually, Aurora Borealis. That's something he has to take a long time to get to and master the skills of, because that's like, magnetism with the poles and all that. Like, oh god. So I don't know what that means for him and magnetism in general, but we're not going to think too hard on that right now. So he's got, this magic that is very intrinsically tied to his soul. And you are a nut boy whether you like it or not. Yeah, he's having a time. Orin is having a huge time. And this is without you guys knowing that the story that started this all was related to him being cursed to be human, so he's really questioning himself. Like, oh my god. Poor Orin, I am so sorry for what I put you through. Oh, thank you. Okay, Bernie, I'm gonna get back to what I was saying in a minute, but I have to say something because you said you like his hair. So, every time I say this, it leads to so much memeing, and I kind of love it. So because Orin is a doll, he is constructed a lot like a doll. So most dolls in my story wear wigs. Their hair is not attached to their head. So Orin, with his very luxurious mane here, that's a wig. You can take that off. And he frequently does, every now and again, to clean it, because that is snow white hair. If that were attached to his head and he had to clean it on his head, I would feel really bad for him. That needs, like, special attention, buddy, to keep it that sparkling white. Holy cow. So a lot of people, when they find this, they're immediately like, Orin, the boy with the prettiest of pretty hair, he's bald? And they're like, we're gonna snatch his weave. And I'm like, gosh darn it, guys. Yeah, see, Dolly is right there in the chat, stealing the wig. Go ahead, Dolly. Go ahead. He's not bothered by it. Orin's pretty secure in himself. But it is worth noting that once he left the garden, he was allowed to keep his hair longer. This is the wig he chose for himself. Okay, like, he loves the long hair. So, like, good for it. Reject human, return to nut. Oh my god. Pop it off like a leg out. Snatch it, take it easy. I'll bring it. Like, no, he would, like, take it off in front of you and put it in your lap so, like, you can feel it and, like, understand how it works. This is just how my boy is. He's very accommodating. The other thing I tell people that gets a lot of memes to happen is, his butt is magnetic. Or no, his butt is made of metal, therefore magnets can stick to it. So there is this one piece of fan art. I can't pull it up because I don't have permission to, but my friend Rosie did this adorable fan art of her little nut guy, Pop, who is like a nutcracker that's a puppy. Really, really cute character. Oh my god, I love the triplets so much. Rosie from Rosie Gem 64, or is it Rosie Bones 64? Rosie, what is your username? Rosie Garden Love on Tumblr. Like, she's great. So her little trio of puppy nutcrackers, Snap, Crackle, and Pop, they're adorable. And Pop put a series of magnets on Orin's butt once for an illustration, and it just spells out the word butt, and it makes me laugh. All the time. Oh my god. Well, it's actually not so much that his butt is made of metal. I gotta pull up an older image to make this clear. Hey, Lorraine, we're gonna leave you up for a second while I find this. It's not that his butt is metallic, it's that the joints are. So if I go back to 2022, was that the last time I drew his ref? It's been a hot minute. No, it wasn't then. Was it 2021? I really hope so. It was not. It was 2020. It's been 4 years since I've drawn an actual reference for this boy. I am so sorry. I am so sorry, Orin. Okay, that's the whip version. Where's the JPEG version? There it is. Okay, found it. So we got 2020 cat art here, which, not that bad. So it's easier to see here. His joints are made of metal. Not the buffer, no! Pain! Without love! Oh god, your face, honey. I'm so sorry. So, we've got joints that are made of metal, and it's not very apparent here because I colored it a little weirdly, but also it looks really weird if I color it in metallic colors, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was still working this out at the time. I'm still working it out now. So he's got metal that's a part of his joints, and part of it, oh, there it is. That's the image I was looking for. Hi. So there's his butt. Oren's butt for everybody to see. It doesn't make any sense in terms of its construction, but the idea was Oren was part of a build of Nutcrackers, or at least originally. I don't think it's this anymore. The joints were supposed to be able to come off so they could be easily reattached and, held with some level of magnetism, just so that, you didn't have as many casualties of war, because, again, he was built to be a soldier, except he wasn't. That's the twist I've recently learned. He wasn't actually meant to be a soldier. There was an accident that made for a switch up, but we're not gonna get into that today. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. He can sit on any piece of metal. I mean, he could probably. Yeah. Yeah. Oren's just having a time. It's not like it's magical magnetism, so it's like, it's allowed to be a little silly. But yeah, so that's Oren and his magnetic buck cheeks. Because I have no chill. Alright, okay, so back to Dustin. So Dustin, the point of bringing up the magic gems, and that hold your soul, and also your magic, is that magic comes in the form of dust. So you can see I've got it, like, all around Lorraine here. And dust comes in many different colors. You may see one color of dust, and it may not do the same thing as a type of dust that has the same color as it. Colors don't matter. Colors are just personal to you, because I think that's cool. Anyway, so... No, I am not talking about the magnetic butt anymore, Steve. What is magnetism but scientific magic? Oh my god. Okay. So, the reason I bring up the magic gems is every doll has their own personal magic to them, right? Well, somebody out there has to study that. And that somebody is Dustin. So Dustin's got kind of a secret, if you will. Dustin wasn't originally a fairy. Dustin was originally a doll. A doll that was trying to escape his circumstances. Dustin came from a really unfortunate place in the world, and he couldn't get out easily. It was actually with the help of the head dust fairy, like the prince. What the hell did I name him? Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Steve. I love Lorraine. That drawing of her is just so fun. Man. Really gotta post that on my Blue Sky. I never posted it there. Yeah. Dustin studies the dust to it. Yeah, no, I just really like the name Dustin. I'll be honest with you. What the hell did I name the Dust Prince? I can't remember. It'll come to me. It's not Trevor. Otherwise I know at least one person who would be so annoyed with me. Ah, man. I don't know. It might be Devin? No. I've used Devin on a couple characters. I've used Polaris on a couple characters, and it never works out. One day I will find a character I can name Polaris and it'll stick, but not today. Actually, wait, no, I say that I do have a character named Polaris where it's sticked. Travis! Thank you, Beth! What the hell did I name the Dust Prince? Is the best thing you could have come back to. Yeah, no, it is Travis. You were absolutely right, it's Travis. I'm pretty sure it's Travis. So Travis, the Dust Prince, ends up helping Dustin to escape and performs this ritual, so he's a fairy now. But the thing is, in order to, keep things very carefully concealed, he has moved towns, he is hiding in the central kingdom of Equinox, and he is studying dust magic on dolls, and dust magic of fairies as well, because, he's got a lot of questions. So he's actually working with Lorraine. Here's the fun part. The Keeper of Arcane Lore powers strike again. They do. They do. Oh my gosh. So he works with Lorraine, and they are both studying dust magic. So here's the thing about Lorraine. I mean, you can sort of see it here. She's got this little satchel on the side of her. But the last time that I drew her before this image was actually... I'm starting to get into Iago territory. What is my voice? Where is last year? So last year I participated in Art Fight for the first time. And I changed this up a little bit because I wanted to bring back some elements from her previous design. But this is what I submitted for her Art Fight ref. She carries magic dust on her, and it's not hers. So here's the thing. One of the things you can do with magic dust is it does not expire until you use it. So Lorraine here carries a bunch of different kinds of magic dust on her. You sound so expression cat. Thank you. Oh my god. That is great. Oh, you're sweet, guys. Thank you. So Lorraine over here, has all these different kinds of dust because she's found people that are willing to lend her some dust. One of which is Orin later in time, but starting out, you've got people like Tinsel and Minstrel, who are the two treasury guards in the Royal Guard. They're twins. One is silver, one is gold. Tinsel is silver and Minstrel is gold. I love them. They're extremely beloved. Tinsel's very serious. Minstrel's very, polar opposite. He's very, very casual and very jokey. Very much. So, Tinsel I'm still working out his magic. Beth, I know you and I came up with what it was recently, but I can't remember what the heck I said. Minstrel, by, he's got, like, sound manipulation going on. Because, of course, I have to have multiple characters with this. I love audio kinetics. It's not specifically audio kinetics, but it's like, he can make it sound like there's really loud noises coming from a variety of places, or very quiet noises. Very good for stealth. Very good at muffling sound. Yeah. I love on-the-nose naming. It's so fun. And yet people don't even know what the deal is with Orin and Lorraine. Like, Lorraine, she's named something very adjacent to somebody I knew. My grandmother, actually. I'm not going to tell you what my grandma's name is, but Lorraine is like very, very to the left of it. Oh, yeah. Right. We figured out that Tinsel might have some communication-related magic where it's like he can... Like, he's still figuring it out. But his magic ends up paving the way for something really important in the rest of the kingdom's communication line, so that's really, really good. I can't believe he's the cell phone. The magic cell phone. I love Tinsel so much. Yeah. So, but Orin, by contrast, his name is, like, a play on Aurora, because, Aurora Borealis, that's his big thing. But also, the thing that's really interesting about Orin is, his name is a result of me misremembering something. So how many of you have watched Pokemon Lucario and the Mystery of Mew? I haven't seen it in years. But I remember watching this movie, like, bits and pieces of it, on Cartoon Network when it was still airing. And, I misremembered the name of one of the very important characters from it, Sir Aaron. I thought his name was Sir Orin. Like in Pokemon you have Orin berries, they recover some of your health, they're blue. Yeah, I thought his name was Orin the whole time. And so I'm like, I'm gonna adjust the spelling of this, and it's like, I kind of want that vibe, he's very charming, he's very loyal to his friend Lucario, it's like, that's his partner right there, they're so good, I love their dynamic. So, like, that's what I wanted for Orin originally. The other thing is, Orin was originally inspired by a Christmas card that came late. I don't know if I've told this story on stream. I feel like I need to bring up the image of Orin again, just because... like, I'm talking about him, and I'm not drawing because I'm talking about him, so I may as well have him on the screen. He's just my pretty, pretty son. Hello. Yeah, no, my brother's really upset about Pokemon TV going down in March, too. You're not the only one, Noah. He was really enjoying watching the original episodes, so... enjoy it while it lasts. If it helps any, the Pokemon Sun and Moon seasons are over on Roku. I've been watching that recently with my brother because he really enjoys it. And I gotta say, having not watched the Pokemon cartoon since Generation 3, a little bit of Gen 4, the Alola stuff really was okay. I mean, I'm surprised that they went for like a little bit of a Power Rangers thing in there, but like it works. It works. So yeah, highly recommend that for any of you looking for some Pokemon to watch. Holy cow. Yeah, Gen 3 was good. I watched a lot with May in it and a lot with Dawn in it. That's the only way I know what gen it was, which is so sad. Um, it's funny though. We were watching an episode recently in the Alola series where it's like Misty and Brock showed up and it's like, man, I haven't seen you guys in so long. It was kind of nostalgic to have them back, and they weren't even my gen. Yeah, I started playing Pokemon in Gen 5, but I watched the anime before I got into Gen 5, and I've never watched the anime with the Gen 5 Pokemon. I know nothing about what they did with the Unova region in the anime, if they did anything. But Alpha Pokemon for a second. So, Orin, where was I about his name? Oh yeah, not his name. His design. So, I'm sure you've noticed the glaring, giant crack filled with gold in his face. That's actually something that's been with him from the very start. So, it was March of 2018 that I made Orin. And I specifically know because he shares a birthday with one of my relatives on the 11th of the month. I had just come home for college break because we had college break pretty early in the month. And I was supposed to be working on another project for school. Listen, N was so good. Oh my god. Wait, no, you did not start playing way too late, Dolly. There's no wrong time to get into Pokemon. It's just a matter of what your preference is. If you have fun with it, go ahead. Like, go enjoy Gen 8. I mean, I'm a longtime Pokemon fan, as well, not really. Not as long as, like, the originals. But, like, I got into it in Black and White. And, like, I played a little bit of Scarlet and Violet, and I really gotta get further in it, because it's good. Now that the DLC is here, which I don't think I'm gonna get, but it may allow me to have Alcremie from Sword and Shield, so I may have to transfer her over. I like Alcremie. I haven't used her on my team yet. I want to do that. I need Alcremie and Fido to meet. This is a need. It just is. I should really do a Pokemon food-based team. That'd be cool. But that's getting ahead of myself, because my trainer is named Paella in Scarlet Violet, because because the region is based on Spain, and I am a very big fan. Well, not now. I'm getting tongue-tied. Wow. My trainer is named Paella because I actually went on a trip to France and Spain when I was I was just about to go into 10th grade, so like a sophomore in high school. And I really wanted to, Yeah, so while I was in France and Spain, with the language department of my school, the best thing that I ate while I was in France and Spain was paella. And I had two versions. I had one that had a little bit of chicken and rabbit in it. Oh, it was so good. We don't really eat rabbit here in the United States, so it's like, that's a big shock. But also we had, a seafood version, and that was my first time trying like mussels and prawn. I couldn't do it with the prawn staring at me, man. That was a lot. But yeah, no, that was a really interesting trip to take as a teenager, and I'm glad that I did. But I remember the paella so fondly that when I was trying to find a name for my trainer in Scarlet, I named her Paella because it's the best. I never like naming my trainer after me because then I never complete the game. Like, that's what I did with Heart Gold. Because I'm seeing you Heart Gold lovers there. Heck yes. Gosh. Oh, Unova was your first region too? Oh my god. Yes. Yes. So, like, I named my trainer Kat for Heart Gold, and I've never managed to go back and beat it. I really should. I miss my Pokemon. But I named my first trainer Sky, and I named, Sky was for Black and White. And then when I got to Pokemon Y, because I played the Y version, I like Yveltal. I like Xerneas too, but, like, they're both good in different ways. Anywho, my sister wanted X. That's really why. Because my sister and I, we would. Okay, I'm gonna go back to drawing. Wow. Yeah. So my sister and I, we would get the opposite versions to each other. That way, we could have all the exclusive Pokemon by trading, which we never ended up doing. But you know what? It's the thought that counts. You know, Kalos is a good region. So for Kalos, my trainer for that was named Vivian. Um, and because they let you nickname your character, her nickname was Veridi. And yes, that is Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door and Kid Icarus Uprising being referenced there. I love Veridi and I love Vivian so much. They're so good. Also, hello Nuva. Thank you so much. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. Vegan paella. Oh man, I've never had vegan paella, but I'm told that could be good. That could be good. Let me see. Soul Silver's a really good first game too. Oh, you know, I don't know if I could deal with a remake of Kalos. Like, I remember when that game first came out, and I was so excited for it. Man, because again, once again, I'd been to France, so it was like, you know, getting to go to France again, but in Pokemon. Like, that was really cool. Oh yeah, I remember the Pokemon Z rumors. It made sense. Like, you know, that's what every other game up until Black and White did. It was weird to not have a third version, especially because Zygarde was right there. But like, you know what? I'm okay with that. It's nowhere near as funny as Pokemon Gun, but yeah. Thank you. All right. Hey Beth, you know how you and I were talking earlier before the stream? Hey, guess who's getting drawn next, Beth, to go with the Dustin? Just to take a guess for me. Hee hee. Let me get his doll real quick so I have his reference on my desk. Manny! Yes, Manny. Hello. Mr. Emmanuel Quinn, my favorite mannequin. So I should pull up his reference, but his reference isn't accurate. They're not gonna hold hands. They're just gonna look at each other. I don't feel like drawing hands. But that's okay. The important thing is, he's here, and he's cute, like me. So, oh man, thank you. Thank you for the kind words, folks. You were fantastic. I'm going to throw up Manny's reference over here. Oh my god, thank you. I still gotta figure out what I want to do. So, actually, I'm gonna pull this up on the bigger screen for a sec too, because that tiny window is really hard to see. And I'm not gonna mess with my entire thing. So this is Manny. Um, I'm so glad you guys like what I'm doing. I'd love to post about it more, but it's like, ooh, I just worry that no one's gonna be interested in it, and I'm gonna be disappointed by the results. So this is Manny. Yes, his name is very on the nose. If you thought the others were bad. Manny. Manny is a mannequin. His name is Manny Quinn. And he is a tailor. He works at a shop where he, you know, makes clothes and men's clothes, and it's great. Um, but yes, he is a mannequin doll. And he's really cool because, of course, he's another outlier because, heaven forbid, I be consistent. Well, no, I'm consistent in having outliers. So Manny is a multi-gem doll, but most people don't know it. Like, he wears gems. It's hard to tell which gem is his actual gem that contains his soul and his magic, but he also has another doll's gem somewhere on him and has access to that dust. Now, like I said, dolls have their gems in souls. So, there's a lot of complicated stuff with that. Yes, he is using somebody else's former holding place for their soul to use their magic. And that is what I was trying to get to with Lorraine, but kept getting off track. So Lorraine carries other people's magic with her. And it's like, you know, as a result of that, she is experimenting, and she loves seeing how you can have if you use the same magic, if you use the same dust from another person, sometimes it'll manifest differently depending on who you are. Yeah. Honestly, it's not even cross-dressing for him. He just likes skirts. Like, Manny is extremely iconic. Yes, you are correct. Um, Manny would tell you to go and embrace your style, whatever that style may be. He wants you to feel comfortable in your skin and be happy. Yeah. Now, Manny is one of those characters you do not want to mess with. Um, because like his natural, I haven't decided if this is the magic of the person that he has the gem from, or if this is his magic. I think this is his magic. His magic manifests as like Rarity in G4 My Little Pony, where it's like, that whole art of the dress sequence where it's like she levitates everything around her to do her sewing work. It's kind of like that. Um that's what he does. He levitates things around and can, do tasks with essentially, yeah. Having someone like Manny as a friend sounds like fun yet comforting. It is. Manny is very much my emotional support, and he's also like my means for, working through some of my own insecurities. Like, so thing is, Manny not being afraid to wear a lot of pink and, dress a little bit more femininely and wear makeup and stuff is very reflective of my own experiences. I am someone that I'm a girl, okay? But I have a lot of complicated feelings about that. So Manny gets to deal with a lot of my complicated feelings. And it's like, it doesn't matter what you look like or who you are. Like, go and dress in a style that makes you happy. And if people have a problem with it, that sounds like a them problem. Oh my god. You can't hear Art of the Dress without thinking about Manny Nova! Oh my god. I am honored. Thank you. Yeah, no, Manny's a sweetie. Yeah, he and Rarity would be friends. They would have so much to gossip about. Maybe I need to draw him a pony Sona. Because back to his magic, Manny's magic, other than the levitating of things, the gem that he has from his friend there, that allows him to shapeshift. Now, he couldn't use its powers originally. That was something he had to unlock for himself. But he can use that dust to shapeshift, and that's actually a really important part of the story. So Manny, uses this a lot for work, but nobody knows he has this magic. He is not here to, like, he does not want people knowing this because shapeshifting's a pretty big magic. That's dangerous, being able to appear like anything. Hi, I wouldn't want people knowing I had that either. What if people started wanting favors? What if people started, treating your coworkers differently because they knew that any of them could be you at any time in disguise? Like, he doesn't want that. It'll affect him negatively. It'll affect his friends negatively. So he doesn't make that part of his magic known publicly. He's very good at keeping secrets, that Manny. But the thing is, it's really important to the story because, one, it's what helps him to get... Hello, me from across the room. What? Yeah. What are words? So, Manny is over here shapeshifting, but also he can use this power to help other people construct glamours. And that is the key. So when we're talking about Orin and Lorraine over there, love them dearly. When they first meet, their story is very Prince and the Pauper. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Where it's like the two of them essentially switch places to live the life of the other. So, so Orin is working as a member of the Royal Guard in training. He is very much not happy with his position. He doesn't want to fight in wars. He's really not into it. And Lorraine is working as a ballerina at the Swan Song Ballet, which is led by Odette. Yes, that Odette from Swan Lake, because the part of the story I didn't get to earlier with Orin is the project I was working on when I was working on Orin originally was I was supposed to be doing an illustration for class about Swan Lake because I was in a very self-led illustration class and I really wanted to try my hand at doing a book cover for a hypothetical book. So I'm like, okay, let's do something for a book adaptation of Swan Lake. And the reason I wanted to do that was because of Shiny Zango. Now, if you don't know Shiny Zango, Zango is a phenomenal individual. We love her. She's responsible for a number of things. If you're a Bendy fan, you might know her for the 2DAU way back when. But if you're a Nutcracker fan, you may know her for her story, The Last Nutcracker, which, fun fact, I have since become the voice of Clara for. So there are a number of audio skits where I've voiced her, some of which I've written even. So that's pretty cool. Most of them are on Tumblr. I'm thinking of possibly moving some of them over to YouTube. It's a little difficult, given the person I used to work with for them is no longer voicing Hans. So yeah, that's a time. And just making sure everything is credited properly. It's this, that, the other. Yeah. Oh my god, the 2DAU was so fun, Dolly. Oh my gosh, man, I miss it. I miss it a lot. I'd be very curious to see what would happen with it with Bat DR in the mix now, but Zenga's not interested in working on it anymore, and I respect that. Yeah, so Zenga was working on her story, The Last Nutcracker, and I was like, oh, that looks like so much fun, and my love of ballet from being a small child just came springing forth. It was gushing. So it's like, but I can't do the Nutcracker because she's doing the Nutcracker, so I gotta do a different ballet. But I want to do what she's doing, because that sounds like so much fun. And then I got sucked into Nutcracker stuff anyway. So the week that I made Orin, no joke, I actually was streaming over on Picarto for the time. And Zango had heard one of the things that I'd done voicing Clara, and at a certain point we started talking, we got to be friends, and other people in her circles were like, hey, do you have a Nutcracker story? And I'm like, I was thinking of one. So I got a postcard, or a Christmas card from my cousins that arrived again in March. It was super late. Oh, take care, music lover. Be safe out there. Have a good rest of your day, and thanks for stopping by. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Nuva. I love audio skits so much. I really gotta put more of them here on YouTube and, like, do more with them. Just... Gosh. Man. Man. Where was I? So I gotten this Christmas card from some family members that are some distant cousins, and it arrived late because mail delay was just really bad that year for whatever reason. But it ended up being good. There was a picture of one of my younger cousins and she had this hand painted Nutcracker that that, like, it was one of those paintable Nutcrackers, and she clearly painted it herself, and she was very, very little at the time, so it was a little sloppy, as a kid's painting would be, and the way that the eyes were placed, it made him look very angry. So I wanted to do something with that concept where it's like, let's take a broken Nutcracker that's aiding a child on her journey, and his concept hasn't quite stayed that way. But him having some broken pieces he has had, like, chunks missing out of him in several designs. The only thing that's really stayed consistent is that he has that giant crack on his face, which I'm starting to figure out what might have caused that. So that's pretty exciting. But anyway, Falcon, hello! Oh my gosh. Nutcracker story. How cool. Cat's ballet hyperfixation. Hey, what's up? It's me! Hey, everyone. Hey, Shadow. It's me, the devil from the Bible. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no. Hey, it's me, your ballet hyperfixation from when you were 8. How you doing? Actually, I think the ballet hyperfixation would be more like, it's me, your hyperfixation from when you were 8. How are you doing? How are you? I don't know what accent that was, but it's an accent. That sure is a thing. That just happened. Oh, man. But yeah. Man. So, So yeah, so that happened, and of course there are lots of really wonderful people in the Nutcracker community, and I'm so grateful for all of you. You're fantastic. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. I genuinely was not expecting anybody to ever get into my story. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't post about it, like, ever. So the fact that you guys enjoy it, you know. Oh, Taylor Swift now. Taylor Swift came on my stream. And it was after Elsa left. Oh no, Elsa's missing her Swift. Elsa, come back! She's a huge Swiftie. We love that for her. Oh man. But yeah, that's very much what happened. You know, it's me. I'm the problem. Yeah, you are. Oh my god. So thank you guys for loving what I'm doing with Orin and Lorraine and all of my silly little doll people. It means a lot. I see a pixel of content of your story and I go, you do, Nuva. You do. And I admire that about you. Y'all are my cheerleaders. You keep me going, and I appreciate that a lot. Okay, we got those thick brows for judging you. And your sense of style. No, not really. He's not judging you. Okay, and then he needs his other beauty mark near his other eye. Yay! Because if there's anything I do, it's give way too many beauty marks and freckles to all of my characters. This is my toxic trait, and I accept it. So I just need them to stare at each other. Nuva goes nuts. I make fanfic. Falcon goes caca. That is what happens, isn't it? Mm. Thanks, Bernie. I'm trying. Y'all uplift me, I uplift you. You know, this, that, the other. I love what we do. I love what we do. Okay. So Manny's hair has changed. I don't know if you guys have seen my little images of his doll, but I'm actually working on a doll for him right now, because of course I want to make a doll custom of, like, all my kids. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Mood, Stitches, mood. Yeah, no, see, like, sometimes it'll happen as a drawing first, but sometimes it'll happen as a concept first. Like, it really depends for me. It depends on how compelling the concept is. So, yeah. So I'm trying to... We're deviating from the reference because we're drawing what's actually next to me physically, because I have made his face, I have made his hair, I just haven't sewn his clothes yet. Because, oh god, making the clothes of Manny Quinn is intimidating. I'm sorry, Manny. I'm so sorry, Mr. Emmanuel. He would kick my ass if I called him Emmanuel, mind you. Yeah. Also, he's got a bit of a pin sticking into his head now, because I am cruel and unusual, and hey, you know, of course, like, he's a doll, he would totally forget, right, my head's made of wood, so I can just stick things in it if I want to, and I'm just like, heh, non-wooden people would find that horrifying. I love it! I love it when my doll characters are just, like, extremely unaware of how uncanny they can be. Like, that's just fun. So it's like, you know, Orin and Lorraine occasionally do things that humans would not do. And it's like, you know, humans are having a time about it. But yeah, so Manny helps them out with glamoring them up to disguise as each other. This is the point I was trying to get to. I get so all over the place with this stuff. I'm so sorry. Um, so Manny, you know, helps them out with that, and so they are essentially disguised as each other, within their story, and they take each other's place in the workplace, and it's really interesting. So they have to go back to his shop, like, every night, to redose on the glamour, because, like, you know, magic is only so strong. It can't last forever, otherwise what's the point? Um, okay. Thank you so much, Nuva. Thank you for coming. It's so good to see you. I hope you have a good rest of the day. And I will keep killing it. We will slay. It's what many would want. Yeah, so, God, what's the word? Yeah. Dolls can bend their joints in unnatural ways. Imagine the fun you can do with that. Oh, yeah. Disattaching of limbs. Bending of limbs in weird ways. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know that the dolls are absolute menaces. I mean, they're my dolls. Of course they are. But yeah, no, it's like, Manny, what the hell is your hair? Ah. Gotta stop giving characters really obnoxious hairstyles. I say as I will not do that. Because I will continue to be obnoxious. Oh, that's the problem. That's the problem. It needs to be moved. This is actually too far to the side. I needed to be covering his face just a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. You know, I've never seen Del Toro's Pinocchio, but I believe you. I absolutely believe you. God. Okay, that's a little better. Yeah, so so yeah. So in return, like he's risking a lot by helping them with his magic. So they help him in the shop every night, with taking care of clothes and stuff and making sure that everything is ready for the next day. So they've learned to mend. They'll spend a little time, unglamored together just as they are, and they'll talk about their days and they'll swap notes. And it's like, okay, if this person's giving you trouble, here's what you gotta do. And it's like, there's this rich, sharedness of experiences, and they're really cute together. I love Orin and Lorraine. I love their dynamic with Manny. It's a good time. Oh damn. Darn it, Pinocchio. Honey. Honey. Sometimes you gotta have fun with it. Okay, so his hair has gotten this big bun on it. And this is funny. I've been waiting to implement this with him for so long. He gets needles in his hair. Giant sewing needles. And I finally have them in real life, and I'm so happy about it. Yes, he can pull them out and use them as swords. Because I have no chill. No chill whatsoever. Can Manny sword fight? Well enough to survive. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, Manny is very much, and needle swords are so fun. Oh my god. Manny is very much one of those characters that's like a guardian to everybody else very quietly. Like there is this one very offhanded story that I want to do where he takes on somebody as an apprentice. And the story is more about this apprentice than it is him. And this apprentice is in a really bad situation. Um no, don't accidentally close my browser, you son of a. So, he takes on this apprentice, and the apprentice is coming from. I don't know if I want to call it an abusive home, but they're coming from a bad home where they are unfree to do as they will. Now, Manny is one of those characters that's very big on freedom, and he tasks this apprentice with this very difficult task of designing this very difficult garment that he's never heard of before. And so he very carefully does it, and it's a very, it's one of those like Karate Kid sort of things where it's like you don't understand the purpose of what the task is until it eventually hits you. um but what Manny is doing is helping this kid escape. um the garment that he is tasked this kid with crafting relates to another set of characters that, oh, it's getting into a lot. So you have the Therians, which are like, the animal people. Like, okay, so Selkies, how they wear these magic coats, um, that like allow them to turn into seals. Well, imagine that, but it's multiple different kinds of animals. And in having those, I guess I'm gonna draw him with his default outfit because I don't know. I don't I don't want to work on his actual outfit. I haven't worked and fixed it yet. Okay. Emphasize, this is just a doodle. It doesn't need to be perfect. We're not lining. We're just doing this for the sake of it is supposed to be self-indulgent and fun. So there. So so the Therians have these magic coats, and they turn into many kinds of animals. There are many of them that are notable. My favorite, which Beth and a bunch of my Nutcracker people here know, I love Jimbala. Jimbala is the Jackalope King. He is like the ruler of the Great North and the guardian of winter. And he is this, jackalope, meaning like he's a bunny rabbit, like a snow hare, and he's got these big antlers. And it's like, he's huge. He is so tall and cuddly, and he is grandpa. Yes, he is very grandpa. So Jimbala is he can take off his magical bunny cloak and look relatively human. He still has the ears. He can't quite get rid of them because he's bonded to his coat at this point, and there will never be removing all of the bunny from him. Just gonna throw that out there. But yeah, so he is one of many examples of the Therians. I love the Therians so much. And like he is often known. There is a legend about Jimbala that occasionally goes around the kingdom. And it's like, kids, be careful if you're walking around in the snow at night. You don't want to do that, or the jackalope man may get you. Now, nobody knows that this legend is about Jimbala, because he's not like the only jackalope out there. There are others, but it is about Jimbala. And, ooh, yes, Noah, enjoy. Yes. So Jimbala has, a tendency to go and kidnap, people. That are typically people that are in really unfortunate circumstances. He is very much someone who helps people escape. So what Manny has done, he and Jimbala know each other, and they've helped each other. Manny has helped a number of people end up into Jimbala's care, and this is one of those people. This apprentice ends up going with Jimbala. He sewed himself a Therian coat out of material that Jimbala had given to Manny. That, like, Manny is one of the few people that is not a Therian that knows how to sew Therian garments. It's a very sacred art form that you got to be very careful how you pass it on and who you pass it on to. But Manny has taught this kid how to do it so that he can get out and go to a better situation. It's great. I love it. It's such a fun story. So this kid eventually ends up as Jimbala's, as a part of Jimbala's traveling tribe of nomads of sort. Well, maybe nomads isn't the right word. I'm not sure how to describe it. But, like, Jimbala is always roaming around his territory as a part of a tribe. And he is constantly checking on his people. He's a really good king. Like, he cares very deeply about his people. And, like, will go to the ends of, quite literally to the ends of the earth to make sure that Equinox is protected and safe and that winter is protected and safe. He almost has a little bit of the vibe of North from Rise of the Guardians. Like, I think that's a pretty good way to describe him if you've seen that movie and know what its deal is. Yeah, just Jimbala's cool. I like him a lot. And I don't work with him nearly enough as a character because I can't draw furries. I can draw Sonic furries, but I'm not drawing Jimbala as a Sonic. No. Okay, we're gonna give Manny a little bit of a zhuzh on the hair and scale him to be with Dustin there, and then we're gonna do someone else. Yeah, Rise of the Guardians is such a good movie, and honestly, if you haven't watched it, highly recommend. Like, I'm not usually a big DreamWorks kind of gal, but that one does it for me. Okay. Manny, my beloved. I really should have looked at Beth's art for this, because you draw his hair way better than I do. I love the way you draw it. God, Dolly, I don't know if you can handle the big jackalope, man. Actually, you know what? I can share this one because it's public. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I need to pee again. But when I am back, remind me I need to go get Lioness's artwork of Jimbala. Not of Jimbala, of Orin. Because it's Lioness's fault that Jimbala exists, and she doesn't even know. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes, Beth, I will pull that up in a minute. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. Behave, and remember to hydrate. I... Dolly? Dolly, get that pasta out of your mouth! Dolly! Hi! We're back. Okay. So, wow, this is a very crude Manny. I am very crude in the sketching today. Holy cow. But that's okay. You know, it's allowed to be a little... Not the raw pasta! Oh my god. Man, it's good to see you guys. No, she's not misbehaving, Steve. Okay, so I need to real quick go to the Tumblr, and then I gotta go find Beth's drawing because, oh boy. Okay, so where on Tumblr am I looking? Okay, so I need to go to Lioness Gamer, and I'm going to link you to it, because I think that is the respectable thing to do. Okay, so let's look for my boy in the tags. So, man, I love this drawing so much. So, Lioness, a number of years ago for my birthday, drew me this absolutely beautiful artwork of Orin as a bunny. Because at the beginning, when I first met her, she was not very confident in her ability to draw nutcrackers, or anything humanoid for that matter. So she would draw a lot of our nutcracker characters as furries. Sometimes it was very, very literal. Other times it was, you know, other such things. But look at this artwork. Oh my god. I cry over this artwork. Oh man, you have no idea how much this means to me. Orin as a snow hare is just so good, and I really wanted this to be canon. I love this image so much that I wanted it to be canon to my story that he is a bunny for part of it. So what did I do? I made an arc where he's a bunny. So the fluffy collar that Orin has, um, the fluffy collar that Orin has is his Therian coat. He can turn into a bunny. So that's your fun fact for today, and that is something I never utilize with his character, that he can just turn into a rabbit. I mean, granted, it takes a lot of energy, and he's really not used to the concept of eating or resting the way that a human would. He still needs to, like, rest, but he doesn't eat. So, like, having an arc of his story where he's required to eat, that's really, that is something. So this is the reason you have Jimbala, because, he's pretty. Oh my god. So let me go to the Beth folder. Beth, I want you to know, I have not managed to save everything, but there are 140 images in this folder. Damn it, Beth. I'm sure I've missed things. Like, I'm absolutely positive I've missed things. But you draw a lot, and I like having your art here where I can just look at it. Because I will go, and I'll just open it and stare at it, and it'll make me very happy. So thank you. You've spoiled me rotten. What the hell? I'm sorry I don't draw like ever. Because, man. Oh, man. Oh, there's Richard with ice cream. Oh, my god. Okay. What did I save this under? Because I know I saved this one. Oh, my god. Did I save it under the letter J? No, I didn't. Frick. Well, we'll find it eventually, I swear. Some of the things that I have named these files. Oh, man. There he is. Oh, okay. I see. Okay, I can't find the other one. Is it okay if I do the one that was the Rise of the Guardians joke with him and Nicholas? Because I'm not seeing the other one immediately. And also, I really like that one. Beth, you were like... I have to have a folder for you. Like, oh my god. Otherwise, everything would be lost. I mean, granted, clearly I haven't done a good enough job labeling things in it. Like, you have some very weird, titles for things. Like, Manny with a bat. It's not that bad, right? Improvising. And here you are thinking to yourself, what the hell has that name? God. Seriously though, where is Jimbala? Okay. I'm gonna do the Rise of the Guardians joke. Frankly, I love that image. It's a baseball bat. As Manny deserves, I think. As a treat. Oh, the Muppet Orin. Oh my god, that one was great too. I'm being mean telling you guys these exist, without, like, So, there's Jimbala. He's having a time. Yeah. Actually. That's an accurate title. It is. It just is. Hang on, I'm gonna be a menace. I'm gonna be a real menace. Where is... I need to go and look for something. One moment. Do I still have his image from Metopia? Because if I do... Because, okay. So this is where I get to be a little silly. And I guess that part of the stream is talking about old art. So I play Metopia. I love Metopia. It is one of my favorite games of all time. And I am not ashamed to admit that. Oh my god, wheeze. Hee hee. Okay, so I love Metopia a lot. and my team is comprised of a bunch of my OCs plus a couple of Bendy characters. Some of them are Bendy OCs, I'm not gonna lie to you. Only one of them is, like, not my character, and that's just Alice Angel. I really wanted to make a Toon Alice for my party. Um, so one of my party members is Jimbala. He was my last party member, actually, and so his design for Metopia is a little different. I didn't include his horns at all because heaven forbid shapes, but that's the last image I have of him on hand. There he is. Yeah, he's got some big scratches and scars across his face. I love him. Of course, he's got some facial hair as far as Metopia would let me, and of course, he's got the little bunny ears that are fluffy because I said so. So yeah. So actually, yeah, he's a tank. Of course, he's a tank. Oh my gosh! Like if you had the big bunny legs, you too would be a tank. So yeah, that's just a time. I love him a lot. Yeah, my other party members include Orin and Lorraine. Orin's my, oh god, is it wizard? He's a wizard, and which is really funny because that should have gone to Lorraine, but Lorraine is my sword fighter. They have since very much not ended up in that way in actual story. Um Amelia is my flower. She's a character I haven't brought up yet, but she's like a marionette. Um her magic is size changing, and that's actually an abusive story right there. She's having a real time. You thought that the stuff I brought up before was very Pinocchio? Oh, Amelia's extremely Pinocchio. Oh my god. I don't know who Solus is, but that is cool. Yeah, so, and then you have Manny. Manny is my princess, because of course I had to put him in a dress. So, yeah, he's awesome. And then you had, Marigold, who is, my Marie equivalent, because Nutcracker Story, you've got the Marie Claire role. Marigold is that for me. Marigold Sycamore, who is the descendant of Hans and Clara, the original, Nutcracker, couple. So that's a part of my story that's wild. Also, she has a prosthetic leg, and I love her. Oh, yes. I do. Now that you say it, sometimes I need a memory jog. Yeah, no, cool stuff. Yeah, so Marigold is there. She's my thief, for the party. And then you have Belphine, who is my Bendy OC demon gal. You have Alice Angel, who is my pop star. Oh, and Belphine's my imp. And then you have Bella, who, if you know my Bendy stuff, you know Bella. My sheepy little daughter, she is my chef. And I love her. Like, I love my party a lot. I've also, since beating the base story of the game, I haven't beaten it in full. Maybe one day I'll go back. But, I gained the vampire, job. So, I have Vibrance as a vampire, because she's another OC that I really love, and I just wanted to have her in there. Originally, she was going to be on my second party, because if you don't know Metopia, spoiler alert, you build 3 different parties throughout the adventure, and then at the end, after they've all gotten kidnapped and then gotten brought back to you, you get to mix and match, which is really cool. So I'm currently working on bringing them all together and getting them to know each other and be friends, and it's fun. I really got to pick up that game again. I've been so busy with Splatoon that I haven't gone back to Metopia in a while. But I digress. Also, apologies for the crunching. I have peanuts. Because protein! Woo! But yeah, I love my Metopia party. I went through a couple job changes. I started as a pop star. Then I was, the sword fighter. And now I am, I say alchemist. I'm the scientist. I treat it as I'm an alchemist, because I do not, I am not a science person, but I really wanted to play the scientist class, so I did. And I'm like, I'm just making magic potions. It's just alchemy. It's fine. That's how I'm role-playing this. So yeah. Also, I get cool, like, swishy coats, so, like, that's cool. Jimbala, I love you. By the way, Nicholas over here. God. I can't remember, was this Nicholas or was this, like, in-universe Santa? Because Santa does exist in Equinox, I just have no idea where the heck he is. Oh, next Splatfest. Okay. I am unsure of where I stand on next Splatfest, because my actual answer to the question of which day of the week is the best, or which day of the weekend is the best, is, very much so, Saturday. I think Saturday is the best. I mean, why else would I have a stream on a Saturday if I didn't think it was the best? No, that's not true. It's because it's what worked out. Um, but yeah, no, I'm very much a Saturday girly. This theme isn't my favorite. I'm not gonna lie to you. But that's okay. It doesn't have to be. Um, but like my siblings and I are debating what team we want to go on. Yeah, listen, old Saint Nick good. Thank you, Beth. You are a blessing. Yeah, I love Splatoon. I play a lot of Splatoon with my siblings cuz like there's myself, there's my little brother, and then there's my brother-in-law, and we kind of make up a team together. We call ourselves the Octo Bears. Yeah, like I feel like Saturday is the obvious choice, but given that Sunday is the color red, or it might be orange, but it looks like it's going to be red to me. And Shivers fans are, I'm sorry, they're thirsty. Um like I am a Shiver fan, but I'm not that kind of Shiver fan. Just Shivers fans need to calm down. I just this should be a Fry win. I'm sorry. This should be Fry. If it's not Fry, I will be shocked. Like, I've got a little keychain of Fry that lives on my Eat-A bag. Oh my god, I love Fry. She wasn't my favorite at first. Shiver was. But as time has gone on, I really like Fry. Fry's great. She does. Like, Fry's players aren't that bad. It's just the other teams are butt faces. And that's me putting it nicely. The other teams need to calm down. It's just a game, bro. I'm just here to play. Also, like, I'm really curious what the tricolor stage will be this time. I love tricolor. Like, I know that it's not, like, I don't play a lot of ranked in Splatoon. I am mostly a turf war kind of gal. But I really like tricolor. Tricolor is fun. Yeah, I was on Fry's team the one time she won. I was on Team Sweet. And it was a good time. Like, holy cow. Actually, I should show you guys that art. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the one piece of Splatoon art I've done that's, like, finished. Hang on. Because I actually did this for a collaboration with some friends. Because we were all Team Sweet that time, and I don't think we actually played together that Splatfest. But look. I has a Sona. Sort of. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's like, don't get me wrong, I don't want to get into Splatoon meta, like, too much, but I need the players to chill out. Like, Shiver's great. I really want to cosplay Shiver one day. That would be fun. Yeah, no, I mean, our color didn't end up being this pink, which was disappointing, but yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. Also, I just want to say, yes, I am a Bloblobber main. I play... Oh, thank you. I had fun with this. I play a lot of Bloblobber. Whenever we play, my brother-in-law's like, so you're gonna play Bloblobber? Because apparently I'm a decent bucket. And like, okay, that's desirable. Cool. Let me see if I can find our group image real quick. I don't know if I can find this easily. I don't know if it was posted to Tumblr. Actually, let me look real quick. Wow! Noah, I did not expect that from you. Not a bad thing, by the way. I'm very tickled. But like, wow, yeah, no. When you've got Noah saying that people are sweaty, you know you've messed up. Let me see. Niji, what is your Twitter name again? Niji, why is it so hard to find your page? Nope. Okay. They never posted this to Tumblr. Well, that's gonna make this hard, because there's no way I can find it on Twitter easily. Holy cow. Stitches, thank you so much! Oh my gosh. You were so sweet. It was so awesome to have you here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And take care out there. Be safe. Yeah, okay. Let me see if I can find this, because this was posted publicly, so I feel comfortable enough sharing it. But the reason I did that image... was because it was a collab with a bunch of our friends for Team Sweet. So if I can pull this up, we have... Okay, so obviously you've got mine, and I got flipped. We have Niji, who hosted this collaboration from Nijiomi. We've got Niji's sibling. We have my friend Rosie, with her Zipcaster vibes over here, which is great. We have Ollie here, who had no Wi-Fi during the Splatfest and couldn't play, but wanted to. And then we have our friend Pepper, who is awesome and a clown. We love her. Dolly, if you're still here, you would like Pepper, honestly. Actually, some of you who are in my circles might know Pepper. Because, same person who did that, who put out that casting call for that character broadcast for a stop-motion college final. Oh my gosh. Pepper's great. I love all these people very much. They're great folks. So yeah. Just gosh. Good stuff. So yeah, but we all have our favorite weapons at the time here, except for, I think Dame? Yeah. It's just, it was a really good time. And also we made them Sweets themed because that was kind of fun. I love that Rosie's the Zipcaster. And she's just got a cookie in her mouth. It's great. I love this image. It was my background for a long time. Because that's the thing. When I do art with people or I get art from people, you all end up as my background at some point. Like, I will go back into those folders and I will switch them out because, like, man, I just love seeing all this beautiful art. Y'all make my day. Thank you. But this was fun. So yeah, one day I will learn how to draw some of this stuff better, but until then, I had fun. So yeah, I could talk about Splatoon OCs, but they don't have a lot of story. This is your hydration check. For me, it's a peanut check. Okay. Let's see. Where do we go from here? I feel like we haven't quite drawn enough. Take care, Dolly! Oh, have fun at your campaign! Ah, I hope you have a great time. Kick butt. Flirt with monsters. It is always so good to see you guys. My gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here to this part of the canvas. What do we draw next? Until we meet again. Would it be okay to put coffee in cookies? Well, if we're actually talking about coffee in cookies, yes, actually, it is okay. I'm gonna tell you why, after I finish chewing these peanuts. Oh, Bernie, you're cute. Yeah, so actually, my mom makes this really good dark chocolate espresso cookie. Oh my god, chocolate, espresso, coffee. Coffee can go in cookies. Absolutely. Go ahead. Just, you know, put a reasonable amount in there. Oh yeah, tiramisu. Tiramisu does have coffee, doesn't it? Yeah. Listen, tiramisu is hard to spell. I don't blame you. So let me real quick. I'm gonna grab. I'm gonna coffee soaked ladyfinger cookies. Well, tiramisu is also like cake, right? I'm pretty sure it's cake. Gotta grab my persona because I'm gonna be self-indulgent. I'm gonna draw myself. This is what you get for hyping me up. No, not really. Well, Falcon, go look up some coffee-based cookies. I'm sure there are some out there. Yeah. Listen, it took me so long to eventually get an avatar that I felt comfortable with. Yeah, Beth, that surprises me. You are one of those people that feel like you would enjoy a nice cup of like thoughtfully brewed and flavored coffee. I don't know why. But I also am not a coffee interactor because it gives me headaches. Like I can't. Hmm. Because I have a big nose. I like my big nose. It's very boopable. God, I've been talking a lot this stream. Thank you guys for indulging me. Holy cow. Yeah, it is tough to find a persona that vibes with you, honestly. Like, holy cow. Like, I've gone through several. You know, when I was younger, my persona used to be like, a little anime-ish girl, with a raccoon tail and ears. Sometimes it was a red panda tail and ears, which, makes turning red all the more funny for me in particular. But yeah, like, I've done furries, I've done humans. I had some Sonic ones for a while. Actually, I don't know if I've ever showed you guys this, but there was a time. Now, don't go drawing this because it's not my persona anymore. But I did. I did. So there was a project that somebody asked me if I could be a part of, like two projects actually, and I'm not going to tell you what they are because that would be a little too spoilery for my taste. And also, like, I don't want to ruin the surprise. But they were asking me, hey, Kat, do you have any sort of persona in the world of Sonic? And the answer is I don't. So we ended up using a character I've made rather than a persona. But one of my attempts was this little gal, where it's like, I want to be a bat, because I voice Rouge. That's it. That's the joke. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my god. Jenna, have you seen Vibrance these days? Oh, she is looking so different. I could draw Vibrance today, but I'm not quite in the mood. But yeah, so I drew myself as a little bat. I don't quite love this design. It's not quite perfect. I mean, it's very pink, so it's very me in that way. I love my pink, but yeah. But then also, like, right next to this page, I was, contemplating stuff for my regular persona, and it didn't quite work as thought. I've considered giving myself bat wings a couple times. I think maybe I'll do that around October or something. But, like, you know. And now you're a falcon. Caw! No joke. Every time Falcon and I call, and, like, I run into her, I go, caw! Just start it off. And then she does it back at me, and it's great. Yeah, oh my god. Jaina's vibrance has evolved past the hedgehog stage. Give me a moment. So, Vibrance was another one of those characters I pulled up and did something with for Art Fight this year, or last year. And my baby! I really gotta fix her middle part here. I'm still not loving it. Um, it's missing something. But look at my girl. She kept her boots. She kept her Sonic boots because, like, they're boots with speakers in them. And yes. Oh my god, I love you, my little audio kinetic DJ. Baby. Do I need to talk about this, OC? I feel like I need to talk about this, OC. Man. She's so good. I was surprised people drew her for Art Fight. Like, she's a little overcomplicated, but like she's my girl. Um yeah, no, oh man. Please talk about that. Well, since you said please. One moment. Keyboard. Keyboard hold. So Vibrance used to be a Sonic OC, okay? Not gonna sugarcoat it, not gonna hide it. She was definitely a Sonic OC at one point. She was a little hedgehog. She wore headphones. She had audiokinesis, and she really wanted to be a hero that saved the world a lot like Sonic was, you know? Like, she'd never met Sonic, but she saw Sonic on the news and is like, you. I want to be like you. She has dreams of one day meeting him, and, she has dreams of one day meeting him and challenging him to a breakdancing contest. I don't know why she wanted this, but she did, so that's a thing. I have not seen Shaggy's upgrade. You'll have to send that to me at some point. I'd love to see. Um, yeah. So nowadays, she is part of an original story, in the world of Sunburst City, which is a city that's, like, on the coast of the continent. So, it's not quite New York City, because I've never been to New York City. I can't really speak for what that's like. Of course, I say that, but, like, I spent a lot of time in the world of Bendy, so it's like, maybe I should learn what New York City is like, but I digress. Anywho, so Vibrance, she's not always Vibrant. Sometimes she is, regular human girl in high school, Vivian. And Vivian is, you know, just that, your typical high schooler, who is... Darn it, Bernie. Of course you had to do that. I was thinking the same thing. You just put it into a parody form better. Oh my god. So, so Vivian is mucking around and, you know, just going through high school as a typical teenager, and one day she ends up in contact with this magical elemental spirit named Audius, and the two of them decide to work together to fight crime. So they form together in this process called synchronization, which is, you know, you're kind of a fusion-y magical girl sort of thing happening, and they become Vibrance, who is this character that is made up of both of their consciousnesses, and she goes and fights crime. And it's great. She is an audiokinetic. She uses her powers to manipulate sound and save the world. And it's great. Aw, take care, Noah. Sweet. Sleep well. Wow, it's not that late in the day. Jeez. Take care. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Love you. Yeah, so Vibrance is over there just having a great time. Nah, honey, don't worry about typos. We are all chill here. Take care. So Vibrance, she's having a time, and she ends up eventually forming a little superhero team with, like, all of her high school friends. They're a little group of parkour performers. So you've got Feedy, who is the a graffiti artist. I know that's very on the nose. Eventually, we'll have to find her another name, but I haven't found it yet. So you got Feedy, the graffiti artist. She draws these beautiful paintings of these psychic visions she has. You've got Mitch, who is their tech guy. He's a bit of a tech guru, bit of a technomancer. He's really fun. Oh my gosh. And then you have Dixon, who is the oddball of this group. He's this very dark and brooding and mysterious guy who's very quiet. He's a vampire that feeds on emotion that's fled from his homeland and is hiding and trying to have life as a normal high schooler. So that's a thing. And these characters, like, you know, sometimes I call them the Rat Pack. I know that that's not quite the right name for them, but it's like sometimes it's the Rat Pact, like PACT. because I can. They're just a fun group. Like, I love all of them, and I really should draw more of them because they're my kids. But yeah, they are up against this evil force known as the Anti-Sync, which is led by this guy named Tumult. Because of course you're gonna name yourself Tumult. Why not? I am very on the nose with my names, but that's okay. So the Anti-Sync is like out there trying to destroy nature and like take over the world and that sort of thing. Um, it's very like, man, Gracie. I will consider that. Gracie could be fun. I know, like, so Feedy's whole thing is, she's a graffiti artist, but like each of them have an animal that's attached to the elemental spirit thing because the elemental spirits are, some of them are animal people. So, Vibrance obviously has the whole bat thing going on. She actually keeps it. So this is a thing that's really important about her design. So she's got the cat ear headphones, which are made a little bigger to be more bat ears, and she's got the tail. Bats do have tails. Originally, I had it like she was trying to pass off as cat themed, and then she pulls out the wings and surprises you. Um, so yeah. Also, fun fact about her headphones before I go talking about the rest of them. She's autistic. She's one of my few characters that is like canonically confirmed to be on spectrum, and she's got some noise sensitivity going on. So one of the things that she can do is her headphones are specially made by Mitch because Mitch is a genius over there. We love him. They are specially made so that she can turn down the sound in the room around her and focus in on things a little bit better. And that's really cool. I really like that detail about her. So it's like, hey, you rock, girl. Man. So Feedy, one of the things is I have with each of their different animals. I forget. Mitch has mouse. Dixon also has bat because vampire. But Feedy has chinchilla. Yeah, Feedy is very my vision when I originally made her is that I wanted her to be from Chile. She's got this very big family that, comes from this place. They immigrated over to this place now into Sunburst City. I don't know if it's actually Chile anymore or just like the Sunburst equivalent of it. I haven't decided where this world is set, but I'm assuming it's not the same as our own. So there's probably not like Chile. It's just the equivalent in that universe. But she's very floof. Oh my god, she is so floof. Man, they're a good time. I love Feedy. Feedy is very sassy, but also like a very supportive friend. She cares a lot about people, and sometimes, because she cares so deeply, it gets her into a bad place. I mean, Vibrance has a very Vivian and Vibrance have a similar thing going on, and also like that's without me like this is me calling them by human names, mind you. I have not come up with synchronized names for most of them. Vibrance is like the only one that's consistent, and it's like, oh man. But there's a lot of different elemental types that I have played with. Like, obviously, the psychic thing is Feedy's thing, and then you've got Mitch with the technomancy. He's technically electricity and, like, electrical currents, but he uses it primarily, the way he utilizes it is very technomancy-ish. Dixon's element is fun. His element is sun and light. Specifically, he's a light guy, a photokinetic, but he also dabbles specifically in sunlight. And each of their partners also have names, of course, like Vivian and Audius is that pair. But you've also got so Dixon and Apollo. You've got Mitch and Electa, and you've got Feedy and Esper. So yeah, eventually I want to do something with it. I don't know if it'll ever be something I'm public about. Like, I talk about my Nutcracker stuff, and it's like I'm fairly comfortable with that being public because, like, that's fun. But this is something that's much more original than that, even though both are original projects, and it's like I'm very nervous about putting it out there because, I mean, it's very personal to me, and I've had that story for a long time. So I gave you Oren's origin story earlier. Let me give you Vibrance's. I was in tech class with my best friend, and we were 11th grade, so yeah, a juniors in high school. It was our second to last year of high school. We were both required to take this tech class. They brought a teacher out of retirement to teach it, so that it wasn't going to be as good as it could have been. We were very good about getting our work done, but most of our classmates were not. So we would often be done like days ahead of everybody else, and the teacher wouldn't have any more for us to do because he needed to teach the lesson in order for us to do the work, and he wasn't going to teach just us, he was going to teach everyone at once. Well, as a result, we were allowed to basically do whatever we wanted. So sometimes we'd watch anime together. This was how I got exposed to Tokyo Mew Mew and Sword Art Online because that was pretty popular at the time. Um, Gosh, that was definitely my introduction to magical girls, because holy cow, I was really excited about Tokyo Mew Mew. I've never actually watched the series beyond the first 3 episodes, but like, maybe one day I should. That'd be fun. But yeah, a lot of the time we draw. And I decided one day I really want to design a new Sonic fan character because, you know, I had Fieradel or Firefly, and I loved them. But Fieradel, I I wanted a change of pace, and so I made Vibrance. And I went through many names for her, and eventually I settled on Vibrance Blair Echo because Blair was the second name I wanted for her. I had considered Lyric, but then a couple years later, Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric would happen, and I'm really glad I didn't name her Lyric. I should use it for another character one day, but not ever her. Although maybe that would be funny, in hindsight. Like, hey, let's do a memory loss arc, and we'll call you Lyric for it because like that'd be really funny. I don't know. I would be amused by it. Nobody else would know why it's funny, but I would know why it's funny. And really, at the end of the day, your story's for you. So like you gotta do what's true to you in this whole thing, I think. Yeah, I haven't seen past the first 2 episodes of Sword Art Online. I'm gonna be real with you, Bernie. But like what I saw was pretty cool. Definitely a world I would be afraid to live in. Ah. So yeah. But yeah, like there's a lot. There's also Pyrite in the story that Vibrance comes from. Pyrite is her older sister. She's the adoptive older sister. Um, because it's like okay, so Vibrance or Vivian and Pyrite are both adopted. Um, and it's funny. So here's the tragic backstory because you saw this coming. I mean, we're talking about someone that started as a Sonic fan character. How was this not coming? Um, so so Vivian and Pyrite come from this continent, right? This other continent, maybe it's an island, I don't know. They're from a very far away place from Sunburst City, and they both end up on Sunburst City because of this evil, because Tumult destroyed their homeland, and their homeland was this place of this very harmonious relationship with elemental spirits. So there were a lot of things going on there. Hey, thank you for coming, Beth. Take care out there. I'll see you later. Love you. Oh my gosh. So, yeah. Where was I? How many freckles and moles do I have? The answer is all of them. Yeah. So, one of the things that happened with all of this was what are words? What are words? I know I shouldn't be doing the freckles this soon, but shush. I can do them in whatever order I want. Yeah, so what are words? Train of thought has been lost. It has left the station. It is vamoosed. So, ugh. Come back! Ah, Beth, you took the train with you. How dare. No, not really. We love Beth. Um, So we were talking about okay. So they come from a place and Tumult destroyed their homeland and when they came over, actually this is the one part I haven't told Beth about, so that's really unfortunate. I'm going to save that then. Um so one of the things is when they came over, they both were without their families because their families were kind of killed in this horrible, horrible thing that happened. And so they end up in the care of this guy. His name is Audrey. He is a local restaurant owner who's a very young man when this starts out, but he's gotten older now. He's a dad, and he's a single parent. He's never found love. He's never married, but he opts to raise these two girls occasionally with the help of his parents. Before they move away. Train of thought said bye. It did. It really did. Um. So so yeah, he's there for them as this really caring dad, and he runs the restaurant, and they help him out, and it's just they've got a really sweet dynamic. I like them a lot. There's actually, so one of the things is elemental spirits can partner with anybody. Okay, that is a relationship that you got to choose for yourself. Um, well, more that you got to choose with a group. Um, so there is. I really want to have a sequence where Audius, having been separated from Vivian or something, I don't know what, teams up with Audrey, and he goes to save his daughters. He doesn't know that his daughters are moonlighting as superheroes, but darn it, those are his kids. He's gonna go protect them. So, yeah, that would be cool. I think he deserves to be Elemental Hero Dad for a bit. That would be fun. For me, as a treat. Um, and honestly, there are a couple of instances where I have Audius partnering with someone else. Um, he partners with Pirate at one point, and that's pretty cool. They form Madrigal, or at least I think that's the name. That might be. I can never remember what names I've settled on because I've changed them a lot trying to find the right ones. Pirate, just a really fun character in general. So fun fact, she's a Tanuki. She is there as a shape-shifting raccoon lady, turns metals and or turns leaves into metal. Um, she's great. We love her. She's a little mischievous, just really fun character. Man, and she is, yes, she's another shape-shifting character that's like, has older sibling energy. Gee, Kat, you sure do have a type. Also incredibly queer. Like, I didn't mean to, but she and Manny would have a lot to talk about if they met. Like, man. So, yeah. So they're having a time. Um, Pirate Pirate is just so much fun. And she has memory of what happened in their homeland before they ended up in Audrey's care. Vivian does not. She has no idea that her life is so tragic, and she also doesn't know the other secret thing that's really important. So here's the big reveal, if you will, because this may change one day. But one of the things that actually stuck from my very edgy Sonic days is so Vivian's undead. Which is not what you would have expected with me going into the story, but yeah, she was very weak as a baby and was not going to make it. So, one of the reasons that Audius found her here in the present is because he's been inside her all along. He is literally what is keeping her heart beating. He is the reason she is alive still. She shouldn't be alive by all accounts of the word. So that's a thing. And it also it lends itself to a really interesting exploration of, hey, what's it like to live in a way that's, because after a while of, starting to moonlight as a hero and, doing all this stuff to try and protect Sunburst City and, recover elements and get them out of Tumult's grasp, she finds herself not able to do hero work as much as she would like. And so I don't want to say it's like directly a chronic illness story because I don't think it is, but I feel like there are elements of it that feel relatable in that context. It's not what I originally intended to write, but like, it's really interesting. So she's got these really interesting challenges to overcome with her position, especially once she figures out why she can't push past her limits as much as she wanted to. It's not the simple, hey, Dragon Ball Z, I'm gonna power up to what Super Saiyan number are we at now? I mean, I don't even know. Like, that's not her. Okay, she's got limits. So she's having a hard time with it, and it's rough. But as she goes on, it's like she finds that she does need to rely on others more. she can't do everything by herself, and it's okay to ask for help, and it's important to find good help. And so her fellow elemental heroes, they're a really good group, and she's incredibly fortunate to have them. Um, so I think that there's a meaningful message in that. I don't know how it'll come across. I don't know if it'll work or not, but yeah, I heard got lemons for some reason. I don't know what you twisted with got lemons, but okay. But yeah, she's got a good team. She's got really good friends. And it's just like this is a really expansive world with like a lot of different people. There's lots of stories that I've considered telling with it. Like this weird story that came up for both Equinox and Sunburst City stuff. I'd really like to have a story where they go and meet some ghosts that live in a mansion and babysit some ghost children. I don't know why I want this, but this came up for both of these stories, and it's like, okay, I guess this is happening. More so for this one, ironically enough, because like it fits in better with Oren's stuff. But like, I think Vivian needs to go meet some ghosts. Oh my god, Falcon. Oh man, heck, crap. I'm the noon hyperfixation, aren't I? But I'm okay with that. Yeah, no, just it's like I really like what I'm doing with this. I haven't touched it in a while because it was actually really painful to touch for a while. I used to work on this story, fun fact, with someone who is now my ex, and we knew each other for like 3 years, and this used to be, a Sonic thing that we did together, and then it ended up serving his character more, to be honest with you, and it's why I'm very careful about who I roleplay with and what I get attached to in terms of what I do nowadays because I had some really bad experiences where people really were not good to me or my characters. Like Vibrance in particular was the butt of a bunch of jokes with some of the people I roleplayed with as a teenager. It was bad. Like it was really bad. They would downplay me constantly so that the rest of them could be, their own Dragon Ball Z Sonic characters essentially and like, have the Kaioken and that's probably not from Dragon Ball Z. I've watched a little bit of Dragon Ball Z, but it's been a while. But it's just like, I was there as the singular girl and the only one with a female character. And so, more often than not, I had to play the character that got kidnapped. And Vibrance is so much more than the damsel in distress. Like, which is part of why her story ended up in this way, I think. Like, you know, I think part of the reason the messaging ended up the way it did was because I I needed to prove to myself that it's okay to be open with people and have relationships with people and ask people for help. And there are times when I'm still really bad at doing that. I'm not going to lie to you. Um, I have a really hard time opening up. It is from DVC? Yes! I was so worried I was mixing it up with Street Fighter for a second. Thank you. Oh my god. But yeah, no, it's just like, I really, ah, I have a hard time opening up about my characters unless I feel like I'm in a space where I'm allowed to. And when I'm here on this stream and it's just for me and it's, it's me hanging out with you guys and you've come here to listen to whatever the heck I have to say, I feel like here I'm allowed to do that. But in other spaces, not so much. There are a lot of very very much time and place right there. I mean, obviously, I can go on for a really long time. We've been here since like 1:45-ish, and it's now 4:38 my time. I think by the time it's 5 o'clock, I'm gonna wrap up and get out of here so I can heat up some leftovers for dinner and maybe work on some dolls because I have doll stuff I want to do. But yeah, no, it's just I have a difficult time telling my stories and because there's not a lot of substance. I gotta be honest with you. There's a lot that I haven't written. There's a lot about there's a lot that I haven't done yet. God. And I want to, I don't want to put stuff out there unless it's complete. I mean, that's the hardest part about talking about my Bendy stuff. I have fan fictions. It's just there's so much for the stories that I haven't written yet. And I don't want to, like, talk about it because if I do, that ruins the surprise. But I also want to talk about it. I want to talk about Bella and Richard. I want to talk about like the crazy shenanigans that I'm about to get into. I need someone else to know that I'm about to be a menace to society and maybe someone to be a menace with me. Like I have such a hard time opening up about it. It's awful. Maybe one day that'll change. I don't know. But that's where we're at right now. And I've gotten better at opening up. I think there are lots of wonderful people, several of which you've seen in this chat today, several of which are you guys, that I have been very fortunate to talk to, and talk with, and talk about this stuff with. And it means a lot to me that you guys are here and into my silly shenanigans. Like, I've never had that before. Like, never. I remember being a teenager and, the only art groups I had were people that, made fun of me. Like, I used to, and that's part of why this anniversary is so important to me, right? Like, when I was starting out as an artist, I was, free to do whatever. But over time, I lost myself. When I was in college, especially, like, to become a graphic design major and become a graphic designer, I ended up in this really dark place, between stuff happening with my dad and his cancer returning, and, stuff with, feeling like my art wasn't good enough, not having a lot of friends, and the friends that I did have were not art majors, but they were still really great people, and I'm really glad I knew them. I had just gotten out of a really bad friendship with somebody in high school, too. I broke up with my boyfriend at that point, who was, the person I wrote all Vibrance's stuff with before she became original. Like, there was a lot that happened. And I was feeling so lost and alone and stuck, and, like, the world was just awful. But now we fast forward to today. Like, after things started to go south with my drawing, I didn't draw as much. But we eventually got back on the horse and got there. I think a lot of it I owe to people I met here in the Bendy community, because at a certain point the Nutcracker community was a difficult place to be too, because there was some stuff that happened that was really bad. But my Nutcracker people did get me through it. My Bendy people got me through it, and even some Sonic people got me through it. I think about all of these people, and it's like, it's rough. I've made a lot of friends. I've lost a lot of friends. I've been surrounded by all sorts of amazing people. And I think in the last year or two, things really started to change. And I feel like now more than ever, I feel confident. I feel complete. I feel beautiful. I feel wanted. I feel like there is a place for me in this world. I feel like there is a place for my ideas in this world, because that's the thing. One of my exes was notorious for telling me that I was too obsessive because I was so passionate about things. Being passionate is a really important part of who I am. And I feel really stupid for stifling that part of myself. Because it's not wrong to be passionate. There are lots of people, all of you who have shown up in this chat today, that actually love it when I'm passionate. And I can't thank you guys enough for being here with me for this ride. Thank you for encouraging me to do art. Thank you for encouraging me to spill my guts about ideas. Thank you for being here with me as I've experimented and tried to find myself in all of this. It means a lot. Oh my gosh, Victor! I'm holding you! Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for being here for the past hour. Oh my god. You've heard a lot. I'm so sorry. Were you here for the butter discourse? I'm so sorry if you were. That was hilarious, though. But yeah, no, I'm really grateful for you guys. I know a lot of people have left at this point because we've been doing this for a long time. And I know that we don't all have the capacity for streaming. I normally can't stream this long. I'm surprised I've gone this long, to be honest with you. But it's just, it means a lot that you're here. And even for the people who aren't here, because there are several friends that I haven't seen today that I'm thinking of, and it's like, I love you guys. I'm really grateful for the experiences that we've had. I'm really grateful for all the great stuff that we've done. Oh my gosh, Brandon, hi! It's good to see you too! Welcome, welcome! Hey, there's never a bad moment in a Kat Alyst stream. You're all welcome here. We are all creative here. We are all nerds. Yeah. Aw, thank you guys. You're very sweet. So, I'm actually going to pull up an image from a couple years ago at this point. I'm going to show you the point in time. Yeah, the butter discourse was great. Like, I don't ever get stream fan art, but if I did, I would hope it was of the butter discourse. Oh my god, that was great. Oh man. Yeah, so, yeah, here's little old me. I'm gonna pull up a really important art piece for me. I'm gonna save my canvas because I haven't done that the entire day. Whoops. Okay, so where is 2022? Because this was one of my first pieces. Well, not one of my first pieces, but one of my most important pieces of 2022. Yeah, that's the right version of the file. Okay, this is something that's going to be memorable for some of you, but not for others. So this is a character from a tabletop game I no longer play in. But I really wanted to draw my character for it because, yes, and I used myself as reference. I actually took a photo with the mirror and, made it work because I really wanted to do this really complicated pose. And I didn't know it was complicated at the time. I needed somebody to tell me that. But this piece, I think, is the first time in a long time that I felt like I'm not horrible at this art thing. Because here's the thing, when I was younger, I used to think I was really, really bad at art, and I was never going to be good at art. And I'm getting a little emotional thinking about it. But, so many people bullied me whenever I posted anything, so I just stopped posting. It's still why you don't see me post a lot of art these days, because I got really hurt. But this piece was the first time in a long time that I felt like things would be better. So, and part of it was because I asked a very good friend for critique. And she gave me what was probably the best critique I have ever gotten in my entire life. She talked about things she liked. She talked about things she thought were well done. She made me feel like even though I made a lot of mistakes in trying to make it work when I was in the sketch phase, that it wasn't bad. And I've carried that critique with me ever since. It has made such a difference in my life. It's also one of the last pieces that I got to show my dad that was rendered like this before he passed. He really liked it. Now, I look at this piece, and there's a lot of things about it that I think could have been better. But I'm really grateful for it. Because even if it's not perfect, and even if it's for something that I'm not a part of anymore, it was a really important thing for me to do. I'm really glad I did it. I'm really glad I had that experience, and it was really valuable. But the next thing that would really change my life would come at the very end of the year, because this was like January, February. Yeah, oh my god. It was a lot. I wanted to make sure that was the best it could be. But the next piece that would become very important to me was at the very end of the year in 2022. It was one of those things I wish my dad could have seen, because he would have been so proud. That's not a word my dad used very much, but yeah. Oh my god, you just realized the significance of the planet? Yeah, no, the planet is very important. So this is the next thing I would work on. You guys have probably seen this image before. This is the background for the teaser that we did for the Joey Drew All-Star Music Review. Yeah, this is mine. And I'm actually going to show you a couple pieces from this because I love how this came out. I did the original pieces that would become Heidi in this collab. That was really cool. Yes, get over here. We're having a big group hug. It's like Genie at the end of Aladdin. Like, Disney's Aladdin, the animated one, let's be clear. Oh, my folders. Being a butt. But yeah, no, I was really proud of Heidi here. She was so fun. And then Rinko animated it, and it was so cool. Also, just, man, I also made a gif of this that flashes. That's a cool thing. Ah, you guys are sweet. But yeah, but then I'd end up working on other parts of this. Yes! Oh my gosh! Yeah! Alvin! Oh my god! Brandon! I did a bunch of art for this thing, and in fact, I'm gonna show all of it. Screw it. So I did this piece for the Bertram and Angus song, If I Didn't Care, which I was so enamored of this. My friend Giant Dark is a really big Bertram Piedmont fan, and I gotta tell you, I just it makes me so happy that he loves Bertram so much. So I really wanted Bertram to be done justice in this thing. So I took Bertram, and he is so saggy. Lauren was particularly enamored that I gave him the hat. I think we both agree the hat was a good choice. Oh my gosh, it was really fun, and it's like, man, a lot of people misinterpreted this one. This is meant to be just like the Lost one that that Joe J. Thomas also voices, holding Boris up like a Boris plush, because like, I can't draw, Angus. He doesn't have an actual design. So that makes it difficult when you have, character who does have a design with character who doesn't. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to have his Lost one hold up a plush that reminds me of Angus, because, there is that plush in the toy area where we get his audio log, and also he just gives me Boris vibes. Like, Angus is, he's kind of lazy, kind of, kind of carefree. And it's like, yeah, he's very Boris adjacent, I think. So he is not a Boris, he is not a Lost one. This is just a representation. I don't know if I've ever told that one before, but yeah. So we also have Dale Little's album cover, which is a personal favorite. I don't draw environments like this very much, so this was a challenge, but I'm really proud of how this came out. Like, that was cool. That was really cool. And of course, like, I hit a bunch of numbers in it. Like, we have the original title of the song that's parodied here in the back. But you also have, like, all these combinations of the actual number. And then you've got, 418, which is Sammy's number, and you've got 428, which is Alice's number. You've got, like, doodles all over the place. I don't know if anybody's, like, looked closely at this image before. I have a video about how it was made here on my channel if you ever want to check that out. But, like, yeah, no, this was a really fun piece. And I really gotta do, like, a video like that for the other stuff I've done, but I just haven't had time or drive. There's a lot of art that's needed to get done, and also, like, Dale deserves a nice little donut. So, yeah, he gets a donut. Originally, there was supposed to be the toy duck on here, too, but I just tried drawing the toy duck, and I just could not make it work. So that's a time. But the other thing, and this is the biggest one that people don't know I'm responsible for, and it's probably, like, the proudest thing I can say about this, even though it's, like, I think all of the other pieces are, like, some of my best work from this point in time. I did the video thumbnail, and most people have no idea. I get to say that I drew a thumbnail that's on Will DA Games' channel. Like, how freaking cool is that? Yeah, that was me. Most people don't have a clue it was me. Even though I posted it very publicly on twitter.com, nobody has any idea that I did this. I did that. I love being able to say that. I did that. Now, granted, I can't take all the credit. Rinko, of course, had some really great ideas for how the logo would go, and I did the logo too. But it was based very much on what Rinko had envisioned and, like, following their plans. So it's like, yeah. So, but yeah, I put that together. That was so freaking cool. It was very much take that universe. Yeah, because the logo is meant to be, like, kind of the porthole door that one Lost one has in Bat DR. You know the one. You know the one where it's like, don't knock. But that project. That project is the reason that I am doing most of the things that I am doing here with you guys today. I mean, granted, there are other things that have contributed to it. It's things that I don't really feel comfortable talking about. But it's like, if I hadn't been, so invested in doing that and making sure it was good, I may not have the connections I have with the voice actors. I may not be in the love streams the way that I am now. Because that's a big thing that I do. I'm here as one of the moderators for the BatDR cast love streams, and it's a good time. I'm still very flattered and very surprised that y'all acknowledge me as much as you do. Thank you. Oh my god. I just it's always like I have to stop myself from getting too flustered when like, people bring me up and it's like, thanks guys. It's just I'm there. I'm a community member. I'm here to have fun. And I'm also here to make it a good space for all of you cuz you're great folks. I love you Bendy fans. You're fantastic. Oh my gosh, friendly hi. Oh, we're talking about the Joey Drew All-Star Music Review, which by the way, you guys should go watch. There is another playlist on my channel in case you're curious. I've got a bunch of playlists on my front page, but if you haven't checked them out before, I'm gonna tell you, I gotta give you the name of this one correctly. The Bendy Fambassador Projects playlist. There's not a lot on it. There's the teaser trailer for the music review and then the music review itself. But that is a playlist you should check out. I also, at the end of every love stream, or at the beginning, depends on when I remember, I have cataloged all of them that have been here on YouTube in a playlist called Bendy Love Streams, and it's at the very bottom of my channel, because that's not my content, but it's content I'm involved in, so I want people to be able to find all of the love streams, to watch them again and again if they so wish. So if you guys have ever missed a Bendy love stream and you want to catch up on it, there you go. That's where it is. We've also got live stream and guest star appearances, which I mentioned earlier. If I'm a guest on a live stream, or I'm hosting my own live stream, or I've been a part of a project that is not me voice acting, but it's just something I'm involved in, that's where that goes. It's very casual. Unlike the voice videos I voice act in and music I'm featured in, which are the other two playlists at the top of the channel, that's very much like, it's a very casual comparison. I love you guys too. Oh my gosh. You guys are sweet. We have a lot of wonderful fan ambassadors as a part of our group. I mean, Hafiz and Rinko and Skylea are absolutely wonderful in terms of their art. They're fantastic. We've got James, of course, too. Brandon recently met James. James did the fan ambassador logo, which is awesome. We got to teach him a lot about typography in that project, and he was such a sweetheart about it. He's so enthusiastic, and I love him for it. I'm forgetting our other fan ambassadors at the time of that. Oh, of course we got Cheratoy, or Chikavu, or she's got so many names. She's of course doing a great job too. Just we're a group. And there's more of us at this point. I don't know how much I'm allowed to tell you about who's a part of it, and what projects we have coming, because admittedly we haven't had a project in a while. But I'm really proud of our group. I'm really proud of what we put together. I'm really happy that things worked out the way they did. Because, man, it was a good time. It was a stressful 3 weeks that, we put that together. And I won't lie to you, I was so burnt out after the fact. I needed a significant break that was longer than Christmas, and I took it. I definitely took it. Because it was a lot to get that done, and I only had a small part of it. Imagine Rinko over there, like, animating the whole thing. Holy cannoli. Ugh, it was a lot. But we made it work. We made it work. But yeah, it was a good time. Holy cow. And I'm so grateful for that experience and the connections I made and the friends that I made. And the things that I got to do that I wouldn't have ever dreamed of doing otherwise. Like, I went and helped the voice actors of this game that, not just this game, but this series that I absolutely adore, to make something really cool. It was great. Oh my god. Dave got to hear your reaction to that? Man. Lucky. Man. People were like live vlogging it to me a little bit in DMs as it was happening, and I wish I could have paid more attention to it because it was just so funny. We all laughed about a lot of things with it. I had a great time. I had a really great time. And I hope we have another project someday. Maybe that's it. If there's anything you think the Fambassadors should be doing, or a really cool project you think needs to happen in the Bendy fandom, go out there and organize it. Go out there and like make it real. And encourage others to join you. Like, of course, be nice about it. Always be nice about it. But, collaboration is one of the greatest things we have here in this fandom, and I'm so here for it. It was a 10 out of 10 ending. Man, it was good. You know, I have... So, Rinko went to the trouble of making a bunch of GIFs for the Fambassador project of some of our most iconic scenes from it, and we have a couple of the ending of that. So, if you guys ever are in a scenario where I need to rickroll you, I will be using the Ink Demon to do so, because I have them all on file. I know Eric Bra actually uses the Porter GIF quite a bit, because the Porter GIF is really funny. I love it so much. Ah, oh, man. So it's like, you know, Porter zooming all over the place in all of his various dance poses from the video. Hey, do it, Brandon. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Just do it. Kick butt. Have fun. Yeah, absolutely make your dreams real. Ellie, you're on it. You're on it. Yeah, so we haven't drawn all that much, but I think we've told a lot of good stories, and I think that was valuable, you know? We came and we had a good time, and I got to share parts of myself with you guys that I haven't gotten to share in a long time. So, whether you've known me for a long time or a short time, because a lot of you have known me for many different lengths of time in here, holy cow, thank you. Genuinely, thank you. Not just for celebrating with me today, but for celebrating with me every day. I'm incredibly fortunate to be in the position that I'm in, to be surrounded by so many wonderful people who are here, you know, to just live it up with me about creative stuff. Thank you for listening. Thank you for interacting. Thank you for responding. Thank you for just making me feel like I belong here. Because really, that's all I've wanted for a really long time, to feel like I have a place where I belong. And I do. Some days I have some, you know, some inner demons about it. But, you know, it's okay. Oh my gosh. Well, as I said earlier, it is 5 o'clock. I think it is time for me to call it quits and get some dinner. So here is wishing all of you an absolutely wonderful rest of the day. I hope you have fun. I hope you eat well. I hope you stay hydrated. You better stay hydrated, or else I'm coming into your walls. Cue the Golden Girls theme. Oh my gosh. Y'all are sweet. You're a true angel. No, Bernie. I'm not an angel. But I could be. Surprisingly, we did not have any singing this stream. I'm shocked by that. So, I thought we were going to, but I turned my music off after a certain point. It turned into a lot of storytelling, and I'm okay with that. It was good. All right. So, thank you, and good night. No, friendly. You were not getting away with me not doing that. Your angel is always watching. Because apparently I'm Roz now. I know, you've had enough of me and my shenanigans. I love you, though. Bro, not the angel! I love you guys. I didn't even do most voice acting this stream. Like, oh my god. Next stream we do, remind me. Like, I will start getting into impressions. Or maybe not next stream. Maybe just the next time I'm guest starring with Friendly. Friendly is never gonna let me guest star again. I love you guys. Okay, well, here's wishing you all a wonderful rest of the night. I hope it's good. I hope tomorrow's even better. And we will see you guys, well, I don't know when. Some of you I'll see in Discord very soon. But in terms of streaming, at the very least, you'll see me at the end of March. Because, oh boy, I'm going to be a year older. Holy cow. All right, take care, everyone. Bye-bye!